Brody back to pass. A lot of pressure, and they got him.
Like a bite and sow.
I thought they hit the ball there for a second, Dan, but at least he went down.
OCA Media Sports presents Panther Football.
Krieger lost it towards the corner.
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Braden Herb scores! The Panthers are within 2 with 55 seconds to play. What a 16-yard touchdown pass from Cole Krieger.
Tonight, the Oregon Panthers face off against the Sun Prairie East Cardinals in this exciting conference matchup.
Nice
move! 45-40, 35-30, he's got room to run. Cuts it back in, 25.
Look at Maximus run. They knew they weren't going to get him.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Football is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon Cares. And Torhorst Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. We'd also like to thank Panther Exteriors, Wisco Industries, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community.
Out to Matthews, he gets around to the right side. Touchdown, Oregon.
Bowling over the guy there. Boom! Just right over number 12.
And now, here are your announcers for tonight's game, Kian McCauley and Zach Seeloff.
And welcome to the second Oregon Panthers home game of the season. The Oregon Panthers as they take on the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Both teams come into tonight's matchup with 2 losses and no wins. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kian McCauley along with Zach Seeloff, bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panthers sports.
Kian, should be an awfully interesting game, as you noted. Both teams 0-2 coming into this difficult non-conference schedules for both of them. And in this first conference game in the Badger Large Conference, Oregon taking on the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. For those of you maybe who haven't followed high school football and high schools that closely, Sun Prairie recently split into 2 schools, East and West. The folks from East maintain the Cardinal designation. And it's going to be an interesting team to Oregon, for Oregon to face. A pass-first team, 200 yards per game there. QB Max Raymer with a rating of 102.1, nearly 70% completion percentage, 3 TDs to the air this season. The secondary for Oregon's going to have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work for that secondary for Oregon. Oregon has played a tough defensive side of the ball thus far this year, but they have been scored on and they have had some trouble in the backfield.
Yep, the only rushing yards for Sun Prairie this year. They've got 3 from Gavin Meese, 22 from Max Raymer, the QB, and then their primary back, if you can call him that, is Brady Kaufman with 36 carries for 211 yards. So he's had a very good year on the ground. They can mix it up. But on the other hand, the Panthers, we know, like to get it done on the ground, and they're going to look to do that today against Sun Prairie.
It's an exciting night for football here in Oregon. Changed to a Thursday evening. I'm guessing because of the Packers on tomorrow night. Maybe so. I'm not sure. But it's pretty hectic here in Oregon. We've got soccer going on, both boys and girls, I believe. And then they've got, here comes the Oregon football team out on the field, along with, they had tennis earlier. There's volleyball in the gymnasium. It's a crazy night. It's a crazy first week of school here in Oregon, and a great night for football.
And one thing I do want to apologize, folks.
Fans.
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. We'll give it to the PA for the introduction of these teams.
Large conference matchup between the visiting Cardinals of Sun Prairie East and your Oregon Panthers. Tonight's contest is being played under the authority of the WIAA. Accordingly, Sun Prairie High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require positive sportsmanship by all student-athletes, coaches, and spectators at all interscholastic events. We therefore request your cooperation by supporting tonight's participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. We appreciate your attendance tonight and your continued support of high school athletics. We hope you enjoy tonight's game in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. On behalf of Oregon Sports Administrator Brittany Spencer-Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. Please join me in warmly welcoming and thanking tonight's officiating crew. We have Brett Yangi, Mike Smecker, Rob Miller, Kevin Zupke, and Dave Yankee. Thank you, gentlemen, for all you're doing to allow these participants to compete tonight. Also, shout out to tonight's scoreboard operator, Mike Stotts, and our guest spotter, Dave Jameson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise if able, remove your hats, and join us for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, Zach, as I had mentioned, kind of a humid night tonight, starting temperature 72 degrees. A bit humid for this time of the year. It's going to cool off over the weekend, but who knows what the second half is going to bring us with that dew on the ground.
Well, and it's going to be interesting to see, too, with air and ground attack both of these teams.
If your family and friends cannot make it out to Panther Stadium tonight, let them know the OCA Media is live streaming tonight's game. That game is available at ocamedia.com or by searching OCA Media on YouTube. And if you're hungry or thirsty during tonight's festivities, get it down to the concession stand and support the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. OCA Media has you covered for any plays that you might miss.
Awfully nice to give us a shout out there from the PA announcer, but I was misreading my stat sheet, unfortunately, because I thought that it sounded wrong. Max Raymer, the QB, 106 yards rushing, and Brady Kaufman, 211. So 317 yards on the ground for this team, 100 of them from the QB. That's a team with a lot of offensive weapons Oregon's going to have to account for on defense.
Yeah, they got to keep him in the pocket for sure here, and let's see what happens. We know we got some defensive backs that like to come up into those slots. Let's see what happens here on the defensive side.
One thing I'm seeing that is interesting on the defensive side for Oregon, 17 tackles for a loss recorded so far this season. For Sun Prairie, only 3. So it's possible that the high-flying Sun Prairie offense is going to encounter pretty stiff competition on Oregon. Conversely, Oregon might have the opportunity to open up the field a little bit against these Sun Prairie Cardinals.
Early in the season, I only see a couple of people not suited up here for Oregon. I guess it's like 3, maybe a couple more than I thought. So.
Yep, Oregon will kick off to start with. They're on the left side of your screen, moving left to right. Erfurth will have the kick.
For Sun Prairie. Number 21, Brady Kaufman. Number 11, Jacoby Moore.
Panthers in their home black uniforms with orange striping, orange numbers. Sun Prairie in their traveling white uniforms, black pants, black numbers, and red striping. They move right to left, and they will have the first possession as junior Nolan Erfurth will be able to deliver the first kickoff here as we get underway for this first Badger Large Conference game of the season. Erfurth on the run and the kick. Spinning end-over-end ball toward the near side, received there by Sun Prairie, cut back to the middle of the field. Across the 20-yard line, manages to get a block across the 30, a little open space, 45, and finally wrapped up and thrown out of bounds by the kicker himself, Erfurth, but not before he makes it nearly to midfield. Great kick return to start things off for Sun Prairie from number 18, Cooper White.
Great field position here for the Cardinals to start things here tonight.
So Sun Prairie will have a 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, just 53 yards to cover to try and get to the end zone on this drive. Let's see how the Panthers defense and their 17 tackles for loss so far in this season can do. Traditional offensive look to start off for Sun Prairie, shotgun with 2 receivers left and 1 right. Raymer in the shotgun, takes the snap, immediately wants to pass. Over the middle, intercepted! Intercepted by Oregon's Caden Breon. Taken out of bounds, and Breon picks off the first pass from scrimmage. It's right back to Oregon.
We called Breon's name in the last home game that we had here against Stoughton. There he is, the first play of the night on the defensive side. That'll fire your team up in a hurry.
Well, Raymer just doubled his interception count for the season. He only had 1 coming in. He gets 1 here. The Panthers take it back to their own 49. Breon with the killer interception and gets his team started off right. Panthers 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. In the shotgun is the quarterback, Peyton Soule. Wing back and 2 receivers left, hand off. Trying to bounce to the near side, across midfield and a little bit further down to the 47-yard line of Sun Prairie. That was Sun Prairie's original line of scrimmage. It'll be a 4-yard pickup that time for Christian Gates and make it 2nd and 6 for Oregon.
Yeah, waiting for his blockers that time, Zach. He was able to pick up 4 yards on the play.
Nice patient run from Gates. Panthers come back out in the same formation. Wing T offense, a little bit of spread concept and shotgun as well. Now Soule looking to pass, he's pressured, gets rid of the ball, complete to the sideline and down to the 42-yard line. Receiving that ball was number 81. That is Chase Fisher, his first catch of the season, I believe. It's a pickup of 5 yards, and it brings up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, just a 1-yard gain here on 3rd down. Nice job there by Chase Fisher, a 6'2", 175-pound junior.
The big tight end makes a big catch and makes it 3rd and very short for the Panthers. Just 1 yard to go from the Sun Prairie 42-yard line. Soule in the shotgun. Checks the defense, now looks to the sideline, potentially changing the play. Snap comes in, give to Gates. Gates lowers the shoulder, drives ahead for a 2-yard gain to the 40-yard line and a 1st down. You love to see a running back initiate contact like that in short yardage.
Yeah, Christian Gates just loves to have contact, and when he does, he usually picks up 2 to 4 yards. That time more than enough for the 1st down.
Dan Kisling and his coaching staff knew just what they needed to grab that last yard. They get 2 and a 1st down. 10:54 and counting to play in a scoreless first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on OCA Media. As the Panthers spread the field a bit, one receiver right, two left, and a single tailback. That's Gates. Soul with the shotgun snap, looking to pass, throws a deep left side ball. Getting back to it and caught is Panthers' Devin Rice. He's all the way down in the red zone to the 11-yard line. A pickup of 29 yards.
More on tackle, first down Panthers.
Coming into this game, Devin had 37 yards on 8 catches. He had 29 yards on a single reception there.
Well, as you remember, that first game against Stoughton, he had a couple misconnects, and he's got another level. He can go up to a different speed there, and that time he did. And he'll come out of the game right now, 1st and 10 for Oregon.
That ball a bit underthrown, a great adjustment by Rice to come back and get it. Oh, it's a Wildcat snap, and it's fumbled. Picked up, thankfully. I believe that was number 13, Ethan Pagels. And we have a flag comes in late. As is, Pagels lost 4 yards, but let's see what the call is for the flag. Potentially against Sun Prairie. Certainly that's
like
what the Panthers
yeah,
think.
I'm thinking.
The Panthers might have gotten away one here. The Wildcat formation not working out, but a penalty may save them. As we await the signal from official, it does appear to be against Sun Prairie. Face mask against Sun Prairie.
Okay.
So it looks like just a 5-yard face mask. Those of you who are NFL football fans may know they got rid of the 5-yard face mask, but it still does exist in high school, and that is the assessed penalty. So first down and 5 to go. The Panthers with a 9-yard swing on that penalty. Now they'll come up with a golden opportunity. First down and 5 yards to go from the Sun Prairie 6-yard line. Tight formation, only a single receiver split to the right. In the shotgun again is Pagels. And this time the shotgun snap goes to Devin Rice. He's trying to get to the corner, across the 5 and down to about the 4-yard line. They'll say he was tackled in bounds, a gain of just 2. And that'll bring up second down and 3.
Rice on the end around, brought down by Alex Quinn.
Panthers not putting Peyton Soul out there on a number of these drives. Devin Rice and Ethan Pagels have both gotten carries, and Pagels again in the shotgun in the quarterback position. Gates, the wingback, alongside Peter Noka. One receiver right, one left. Man in motion is Pagels. Fake the end around, slipping is Pagels, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards back to the 8-yard line. Pagels having a little trouble with ball security here to start with. Only one of those losing yardage plays counts, but as it is, it'll be third down and about 8 for the Panthers.
Yeah, a little misdirection there with a different quarterback, and now being sold back into the ball game here. Third and let's call it 7 yards to go. They can get a first down without it getting a touchdown, but there's not much room between the two.
Yep, as you said, Soul back in the game in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. Wing back right, Gates the tailback. Soul looks to throw, gets it away quickly, a little bit overthrown and out of the reach of the intended receiver, Peter Noka. It's his first incompletion on the night.
On the coverage, fourth down.
And that'll bring up 4th down and 7 yards to go, and the Panthers not looking to kick the extra point here. Or are they? We switch for formation. We may go back to that Wildcat. Signals coming in from the sideline. I believe we are going to go for this one here with 8:33 on the clock. Panthers facing a 4th down and 7. Line to gain at the 1-yard line. Number 13, Ethan Pagels in the quarterback position. 1 receiver left and right, 2 wing backs. Takes the snap and now looks to throw. Suns one on the corner route to Noka. He's got it!
He's got the
Peter
touchdown.
Noka with the touchdown in the corner. What a throw from Ethan. An 8-yard touchdown pass, and the Panthers convert the INT into an early score.
Big number 8, Peter Noka, with his first touchdown of the evening.
Well, how fitting that Ethan Pagels' first pass as a Panther, first completed pass this season, is a touchdown. The Panthers score, and now they're on to kick the extra point. It's Erfurth with 8:27 to play. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it too is good. The Panthers get on the board early, and they lead 7-0 against the Sun Prairie East Cardinals.
Really like to see this. They made that interception into a touchdown. They have no fear. Usually the big teams come in and they get a little nervous. They weren't showing any nerves that time there, Zach.
Absolutely. That is picture perfect play, and to convert it on a 4th down, awfully exciting for the Oregon Panthers. They lead 7-0 here with 8:27 to go in the first quarter. So we questioned whether Sun Prairie's defense would be up to the task of stopping Oregon's offense and whether Oregon's defense would be up to the task of stopping Sun Prairie's defense. The answer to the question on Oregon's D is absolutely yes. Sun Prairie's got something to show when they get back on D. Erfurth on to deliver that first kick. 3 men back deep for Sun Prairie. It's Jacoby Moore, Cooper White, and Brady Kaufman. This one's a squib kick, bouncing. It hits the first man at about the 29-yard line, picked up there, across the 30 to about the 34. And coming in to deliver the tackle was Caden Brion. Special teams play along with defensive play. He had the interception on the first play from scrimmage that set up the Panther touchdown.
Yeah, you think Caden's up for the night? I think so too.
He's awfully excited out there. And why shouldn't he be? The Panthers enjoying an early lead, everything going their way in the first 4 minutes of this contest. 8:22 to go in the first quarter. Panthers up 7-0. Thanks to the Ethan Poggles touchdown pass to Peter Noka. Now Max Raymer in the shotgun, the QB for Sun Prairie, with 2 receivers right and 1 left and a single tailback. The give is to that tailback. It's Kaufman. He gets across the 40 to, or excuse me, across the 35 to maybe the 36. A gain of only 2 for Brady Kaufman.
Ashton Ghostly in there on the tackle. Called his name a bunch of times against Stoughton.
Leading the team in total tackles with 19 and in tackles for loss with 4. Ghostly, a heck of a defensive player. 2nd down and 8 for Sun Prairie. Same formation with Max Raymer in the shotgun. He's 0 for 1 today with an interception. Motion a man to the right side. Fake the handoff. Quick pass into the flat, and that one's completed to Jackson Whitekiss. Whitekiss is across the 40 down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Brion again on the tackle. They picked up a few, but they bent and that broke.
3rd down and 3, and the Panthers with an opportunity to force the 3 and out here if the Cardinals would be interested in punting. Once again, the same formation for Sun Prairie. Oregon stacking the box, 8 men up. They do give the handoff over the left side, slips out of 1 tackle, dragging a tackler across the 45. Ball is out, and it's picked up by Oregon. Diving on top was number 52, Brady Painter, and it's Panther ball, another turnover, and Oregon will start in Sun Prairie territory at the 48-yard line of the Cardinals.
I tell you what, I thought he had it all but taken down to 1st down, and Brady Painter came in and gave him a lick, and then recovered the ball as well.
Was that Brady Kaufman carrying that ball? I believe it was.
I believe you're right. Yep, Kaufman was.
So Kaufman, unfortunately, with the fumble. But the Panthers, the beneficiaries once again. Peyton Soul back at the QB position in the shotgun with 2 receivers left and 1 right. He gives to the tailback Moore. Moore with a stutter step made 1 man miss but could not make more. Excuse me, that was Christian Gates. They started this one at the 47 of Sun Prairie. They will fall back to their own 49, a loss of 4 yards for Pagels. And that'll bring up 2nd and 14 for Oregon.
Yeah, just a little bit of hesitation was no good. They were able to bring the 2nd man in and take care of Gates. Loss of 4 on the play.
So Panthers decide to get a little heavier on the right side with the wing back and the tight end. Now motion him. The give on the jet sweep across to 23. He's across midfield. He's across the 45. Cutting back inside down near the 42-yard line.
Braden Evans.
Braden Evans, the running back number 23. They'll give him credit all the way up to the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Definitely a more manageable situation here, Zach, for the Oregon Panthers.
Yeah, you love to have 3rd and 5 or shorter on that 3rd down attempt. Most high school teams in 4-down territory at this point on the field. We'll see. Hopefully Oregon doesn't even have to make that decision. Tight formation. 2 receivers left, wing back right. And a false start as 23, Braden Evans after the big run, unfortunately, a bit of a mental mistake there. False start the call, and that will take a 3rd and 5 back to 3rd and 10.
Full start will back the Panthers up 5 yards. We'll replay third down.
Noka comes back into the ball game for the Panthers.
To go from mid-yardage to long yardage, the Panthers have shown they're willing to throw the long ball. Peyton Soul 2 of 3 today with 34 yards, one of them a 29-yard connection to Devin Rice. As you say, Noka back in the game. He's wide to the right. Gates the lone tailback with Soul in the shotgun. Soul looking to pass. He goes to that same route on the left side. Hit as he threw, tracking and catching is Devin Rice
again.
Down to almost the exact same spot on the field. They'll mark him 2 yards forward to the 9-yard line. Oh my goodness, a 38-yard completion this time to Rice, and it brings up first down and goal.
I thought they were going to come up short. Rice comes around from the middle of the field and cuts it off and is able to make that completion. A huge, huge first down.
Oh my word. Peyton Soul looked like he might have even been hit as he threw, and again, Devin Rice does a great job adjusting to the ball. What a catch. And it's got for the Panthers a first down and goal to go. Panthers, there is nothing better in football than converting your opponent's turnover into a touchdown. Panthers have done it once already. They're trying to do it twice, up 7-0 with 5:05 to play in the first quarter. Give us to Gates, right over the middle, bounces into a tackler and dives forward to the 7, a gain of 2 on that one. Second down and goal to go from the from the Sun Prairie 7-yard line.
Tackles in here for quarterback in the red zone again, Zach.
So I've heard both, and I'm not sure. Is it Pagels like bagels, or is it Poggles? Or
I was
Paggles?
going with what you had said, so I'm not sure. I knew somebody that was a Pagel. One of my commanders was a Pagel.
Let's go with Pagels then. I like that. So Ethan Pagels, the man who threw the touchdown pass on the opening drive for Oregon, now in the shotgun. Direct snap instead to Gates. Over the right tackle, across the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. So Gates with 5-yard pickup, and it's third and goal from the 3 for the Panthers.
Down to the Sun Prairie 2-yard line.
Nice job there by the offensive line, giving Gates a little bit push.
And they give it again to Gates, this time left tackle, and he is upended. Hit hard that time by Mustafa Sambo. Sambo with a nice tackle for a loss of 1. Fourth down and goal to go from the Sun Prairie 4-yard line.
Looking to the sidelines here for the play.
We saw the beautiful corner route to score the touchdown to Peter Noka on the last drive. And again, it was Ethan Pagels who was in and made that throw. Noka in again. He's in the wingback position right now. The wideout split far to the near side is Colin Nortland. Gates the tailback to the left of Pagels in the shotgun. Man in motion is Noka. He gets the handoff on the jet sweep. Gets one block. Headed to the pylon. Reaches. No signal. Touchdown!
Oregon!
Peter Noka with his second touchdown of the night. This time it's a 4-yard rush, and the Panthers are up 13-0 with 3:19 left to play in this first quarter.
Unbelievable. I'm telling you, what a start here for the Oregon Panthers, Zach.
I did not expect this, I have to admit. Looking at Sun Prairie, it seemed like a team that could really make you pay for any mistakes, but it's been Oregon that has been forcing the mistakes and capitalizing on them. Erfurth, bad snap, but a good hold. His kick is blocked. Coming across the formation that time was number 84, Alex Klun, who was able to block the extra point, so it will remain 13-0. But the Panthers with a wonderful 2-score lead. The TD pass from Pagels to Noka for the first touchdown, and just now a 4-yard TD run from Noka, making it 13-0.
Erfurth a little gimpy out on the field there, Zach. I don't know if you noticed that.
He does look like he's favoring one of those legs just a little bit. You sure hope he's all right. They count on him for place kicking and defensive duties.
See Coach Kissing going out there checking on things, telling him what play he wants to run here.
Well, and Erfurth giving a thumbs-up signal there to the sideline, so hopefully he's all right and is able to keep on kicking for these Panthers.
Third time kickoff in the first quarter for the Oregon Panthers.
You don't see that very often if you're not familiar with the high school game. Only 12 minutes per quarter here. So to have 2 touchdowns for your home team, you got to be excited for that. We got a nice crowd, and They are happy for these Panthers. Erfurth on the run and the kick. Again, a low squibber. This one gets through the up men, picked up at the 18-yard line by Kaufman. He's across the 30, finds a hole, 30, 45, 40. Trying to get past Erfurth, he's past him. 30, 25, 20. One man to beat, 10, 5, touchdown. Brady Kaufman with the return. I'm going to call it unofficially 82 yards all the way to pay dirt. And Sun Prairie strikes back hard with 3:07 to go. They're on the board 6-0 pending the extra point.
Well, we talked about the junior in the pregame. Brady Kaufman's got another speed as well, and everybody matched up pretty well, and he was able to take it to the house.
So on to deliver this kick now. Looks like it'll be number 42, Zach Larson. Larson lining things up. The junior, 6 foot even, 190 pounds. On to deliver the kick. The lines are down. High snap, but a good hold. The kick on the way. And it is good. So the Sun Prairie Cardinals, being down 13-0 with 3:19 to go, are now up or down only 13-7. And sorry, did I have the wrong Brady Mellum?
Yeah,
I had
Brady
the wrong.
Mellum, 42. Yeah.
Yep, I had him transposed with Zach Larson. So apologies there. That is Brady Mellum. That is the kicker. And as it is, Panthers still leading, but they are up by only 6 now. And that blocked extra point, we saw the Panthers block not 1, not 2, but 3 extra points in their game against Stoughton. It didn't end up mattering. They lost by 3, but just the same, a blocked kick can really change the complexion of a game.
And absolutely. And just a note, Mellum's kick was pretty high and pretty far, so
he's got some leg.
Yeah, watch for that the rest of the night here too. If they decide to go for a longer field goal, field goal.
Folks, we hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Panther football. If your business or organization would like to support community access programs like this, please contact Paul at OCAmedia.com. That's P-A-U-L at OCAmedia.com for more information. And if you too would like to get on the mic, help with camera work, or do any of the other volunteer efforts that help bring our community alive to viewers everywhere, give us a call, drop us an email, head by our website, OCAmedia.com, contact us on social media. No experience required, and you can help bring things to life in the Oregon community. Sun Prairie with their first kickoff of the night. And it's going to be Brady Mellum, who just made the extra point a moment ago, to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers.
Devin Rice and Peter Noka, yep.
Yep, you got it. 3:07 left to go in this first quarter. Mellum, a low line bouncing kick picked up at the 24-yard line. Bouncing across the 30 and down to the 34-yard line is the up man, Jaden Jones for Oregon. Good field position to begin with for Oregon, although so far they've had the ball right up near midfield, so this feels like way back for them. They'll start nicely at their own 34-yard line.
Well, they've got a little room to move now. They've got Peter Soul in there at quarterback to start things off. Christian Gates in the backfield.
Yeah, I misspoke there, the 33-yard line where the Panthers will start. 67 yards to go to a touchdown. Both their drives, one off an interception, one off a fumble, have resulted in touchdowns so far tonight. Thus the 13-7 score up on that Oregon scoreboard. Soul looks like just confirming the play with the sideline, and now we're ready to go. 2 receivers left, wing back and a tailback. Wing back Noka in motion. The give is to him on the sweep. Noka going all the way to the edge, trying to get the corner at the 35. Slips out of a tackle up to about the 39 or maybe even the 40. Let's see where the side judge gives him a pickup of about 6, I'm going to say, on that play. They will spot him up to the 39, 6-yard gain, and second down and 4.
Yeah, nice run there by Peter Noka. He got to the outside, he was stopped, and just pushed ahead and gained a quick 5 yards.
Peter Noka, 2 carries, 10 yards and a touchdown, 1 reception, 8 yards and a touchdown. Not a half bad stat line for not even a full quarter of work. Panthers come out a little tighter formation, 2 receivers left. Strong side on the right. They do lure Sun Prairie offline, and Peyton Soul. Yep, Peyton Soul with a hard count. Classic Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers maneuver. Dead ball foul, offsides, and as you say, with the second down and 4, that will bring them up to the 44-yard line and will result in a first down. So the Panthers hurt themselves with a false start penalty on Sun Prairie's last drive. Sun Prairie hurts themselves here with an offsides penalty. Panthers have a 1st and 10 from their own 44. Same formation as the last play. Soul in the shotgun with Gates to his left. Takes the snap, looking to pass, looking to the near side of the field. Throw is towards Noka. It's over his head and incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Vogler on the coverage, 2nd down.
I think Peter hustled that one a little too fast. You didn't have to. There was plenty of time in the backfield.
Yeah, Soul has been under pressure the few times he's thrown. He's 3 of 5 for 73 yards and a touchdown. But so far tonight, has faced a lot of pressure, not so much on that play. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers after the incompletion. Give us to Gates, right up the middle. He's hit in the backfield and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no further. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage here, Zach.
On the carry brought down by Henson.
So big 3rd down here.
Panthers.
Watch Devin Rice lined up at the far side again.
Devin Rice, 2 catches, 68 yards. He's been deadly so far in this first quarter. Soul in the shotgun with 3 receivers out. Now looking to roll out. Soul thinking about running. Instead, he lofts a high arcing ball toward who else? Devin Rice. Rice is hit, and that's going to be pass interference. Again, the ball not exactly where they wanted it. Rice does a nice job of coming back, and Jacoby Moore, not really much of an option. He leaps up, makes contact. An easy call for the official, and the Panthers will again have a penalty-induced 1st down. As we see this ball coming down on the replay, and yeah, Jacoby Moore just early on that contact. The underthrown ball makes it awfully tough for the DB, but that is clearly a penalty.
Of course, in high school, you don't get it at the spot of the infraction. It's a 15-yard penalty, but it is a 1st down for the Oregon Panthers now into Sun Prairie territory.
That penalty results in a 1st down for the
1st down Panthers from the Sun Prairie 41-yard line. Soul gives to Gates. Gates finds a little hole on the near side, but it is quickly closed up, and he gains maybe 1. Side judge wants to give him a little bit, but not much. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
Oregon trying to mix things up, go to the left to the right. Waiting for the play from the sidelines.
Folks, at halftime, make sure you stay tuned. The dance team will be here, and it's youth night. They'll have some youth dancers joining them as well. 2 receivers left, wing back right, and again, Sun Prairie is off sides. That time it was number 55, Brady Shower. Shower cost his team 5 yards. The Panthers will, instead of 2nd and 9, will have 2nd and 4 from the Sun Prairie 35-yard line. So after starting off with some mistakes in terms of turnovers, Sun Prairie now with mistakes in terms of penalties. 5 penalties so far for 30 yards. It's really cost them so far in this game. Oregon 2nd and 4 from the Sun Prairie 35-yard line. Soul calling out the signals. 2 receivers left, wing back right, Gates the tailback. Give is to Gates. Nothing doing on the near side of the field. He gets hit right at the 35 and dropped. Leading the tackling was number 24, Gavin Meese. No gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 4.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. But I tell you what, Peter Soul was out there thinking that maybe the clock was going to run out before that play. Little hesitation, and I don't think that play was designed to do what it just did.
Yeah, Peyton Soul maybe wanted to take that one to the end. As it is, that is the end of the first quarter, 13-7 in favor of Oregon, and Oregon will have a 3rd down and 4 from the Sun Prairie 35 as we come back here for the second quarter play.
Zach, take a guess at how many local events OCA Media live streamed this past year. Did you guess 100, maybe 200? We streamed over 400 events this past year for our community. That would not be possible without our financial support of our local business partners. OCA Media, your home for Panther sports and everything Oregon.
That's right, folks. OCA Media is your local community access television station. We broadcast hundreds of local, entertaining, and informative programs on Charter and TDS Cable each year. Replays of all OCA Media programming can be found on your YouTube channel. Check out our website for our program guide and more information, www.ocamedia.com. And I mentioned it earlier, but just on a personal note, Paul Zwicker, our program director, gave me my first chance to do play-by-play back in 2015. Started covering the Oregon hockey team, and I've been doing it for OCA Media ever since. Had not done it previously. If you are interested in doing it, give Paul a call. He'll get you set up. You'll get a chance to learn the trade, have fun doing it, and bring it to life for the fans of these Oregon Panther players. Back for the start of the second quarter, Panthers up 13-7 on the visiting Sun Prairie East Cardinals, and it's 3rd down and 4 for Oregon from the Sun Prairie 35-yard line. Panthers very in tight, only a single wide out to the right side. It's a direct snap across the 35, but not much further that time. Carrying the ball was Devin Rice. Got maybe a yard, and it will be 4th down and 3 to the 34-yard line.
4th down Panthers.
And I don't remember if we didn't even see a punt during the Stoughton game, so I'm guessing we're just going to play this one out here.
Yeah, inside the 35 like this, and indeed they're actually going to give him no gain on that, so we'll be right at the 35. No chance Coach Dan Kisling and his staff are going to call for a punt. The Panthers very much going for it. 4th down and 4. They need to get to the 31 to pick up the first down.
Got man coverage here on Devin Rice. Watch the inside.
Snap is to Pagels. Looking to pass. Lofts a high arcing pass into the corner, leading towards the end zone. It's off the helmet of Peter Noka and incomplete. Noka really wanted a flag. Nothing doing. And the Panthers turn it over on downs. Their first turnover of the game, their first drive without a score.
And then we do have a flag on here. We got holding. Oh, it's against
holding
Oregon.
Against Oregon. That is declined. So it wouldn't have counted anyway. The holding against Oregon is declined. And so the Panthers will give it up to Sun Prairie on the Sun Prairie 35-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, he ran himself out of room there. The ball just creeped over the sideline, and Noka not able to come up with that. 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals.
Sun Prairie comes out in a 3-receiver formation, 1 left, 2 right, single tailback with the quarterback Max Raymer in the shotgun. Raymer, the give is to the tailback Coughlin. Kaufman across the 35, hit hard from behind as he gets up near the 37-yard line. The referees disagreeing about the spot. They're going to call it a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 coming up.
Hard run by Kaufman there for Sun Prairie. Just a little fire plug.
So Sun Prairie gets ready to go again. They bring in a wing back now. Send a man in motion. Give us to the tailback Kaufman. No, it's a keeper from Raymer. Raymer's across midfield. He's got that 1 yard and a whole lot more down to the Oregon 49. A 6-yard gain and a Sun Prairie first down as they enter Oregon territory.
Tackle by number 53, Travis Funderburg, his first call. We got Oregon player down.
Yep. And that is number 52, Brady Painter, who had the fumble recovery in the first. Painter looks like he's in a bit of pain there, so we'll let the training staff look to him. Recapping the first quarter, 3 scoring plays, 2 for the Panthers. The first came with 8:27 to go, a touchdown pass from Ethan Pagels to Peter Noka. The extra point from Nolan Earthfirth was good, and it was 7-0 with 3:19 to go in the first. A touchdown run from Peter Noka. That extra point, however, was blocked, making it 13-0. And then on the ensuing kickoff with 3:07 to go, number 21, Brady Kaufman of the Sun Prairie Cardinals ran it all the way back for the score. They converted the extra point, and it is now 13-7. Now Brady Painter coming off under his own power and looking okay. As he had to be checked out by the training staff, he'll need to take 1 down off, but hopefully nothing more serious than that.
It's just a time of year that you just know that you're hoping that it's just a cramp, because that's usually what happens this time of year.
They did credit the previous running play by Max Raymer with 7 yards down to the Oregon 48, and so that is where we will get started again with 9:21 to play in the first half. Panthers up 13-7. A little bit of a delay here. The officials figuring potentially getting the game clock adjusted. It's now showing 9:21, but the referee keeps looking back at it as though he's expecting it to change. So not sure what they're wanting to have on that game clock, but there we go, 10:17. Okay, so it must have been running after the play ended, potentially during the injury timeout. So we'll reset the clock to 10:17. And get started here. 1st and 10 Sun Prairie from the Oregon 48-yard line. They send all our 3 receivers out to the right, the near side of the field for us. Raymer in the shotgun with Kaufman as tailback. Kaufman into the flat, catches on the wheel route, tackled right at the 40, or right at the 50, excuse me, maybe down to the 49 for a loss of 1.
And guess who? Ashton Ghostly.
Ghostly is there when you need him. That's a loss of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Looking at this replay, that is awfully nice. Great job by Ghostly to shoot in there and make the tackle. And in fact, I think that, that was Ashton Ghostly. So beautiful play there. 3 receivers to the left side this time. Raymer on the design keeper around the corner at the 50, finds the 45, hits a man and keeps running down to the 39-yard line. Very close to the 1st down. The near judge might have him with it, the far judge a little further away. Let's see where they mark him. They mark him at the 39. It's a gain of 10 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Boy, Raymer has done some damage for them on the ground this season, 106 yards over 2 games. He's got 17 yards so far tonight.
Big 3rd down here for the Oregon defense.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Single tailback is Kaufman. He gets the give over the middle. He's at the 39, driving down to the 38, and I think he's got it. A second effort from Brady Kaufman yields the 1st down for Sun Prairie. They'll have 1st and 10 at the Oregon 38.
Yeah, absolutely. That second effort really is what nailed that 1st down for the Sun Prairie Cardinals.
Cardinals putting together a drive here.
Good enough for a Sun Prairie's 1st down.
1st and 10 from the Oregon 38-yard line. Same formation as Sun Prairie checks the signals and gets ready. Trying to draw Oregon off, no luck. And now potentially a new play coming in. They must have seen something against Oregon on that hard count. Now they're ready. Raymer takes the snap and drops back to pass, immediately looking left. Fires one in there, caught at the 25-20. Initiates contact and down to the near the 21-yard line is number 20, Tristan Fry. His first catch of the night goes all the way to the 21, a 17-yard gain and a Sun Prairie 1st down.
Just about 6 inches. You watch this replay here, about 6 inches over the defender. He almost had the pick again, not able to bring it down.
And in the middle of the field, that was number 24, Brady Fields. Had a nice angle on it, just not quite able to get it. A great throw from Max Raymer and a Sun Prairie 1st down. 1 receiver left, 2 right. The field split all the way out wide with Raymer in the shotgun. But the give is to Kaufman running on the left side. Gets through a tackle and is taken down to about the 8-yard line. An 8-yard gain for Kaufman on 1st down, and it'll be 2nd and 2.
Kaufman spun down by Ghostly. You have a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, though, and that's in the backfield in the area of holding. Certainly that's what you would expect, and both teams kind of drifting backwards here. My suspicion is that holding is going to be the call. It is against Sun Prairie, so the 8-yard run from Kaufman is wiped out by the holding penalty.
Yeah, it looks like they caught that outside linebacker, that offensive lineman off to the right side, number 52 against Sun Prairie.
And that hold must have been right up on the line of scrimmage because they marched them all the way back to the 26-yard line, 1st down and 20. For Sun Prairie, the line to gain at the Oregon 6.
Second chance here for Oregon's defense.
Raymer in the shotgun again wants to throw the left side. Rifles one out there, caught at the 19-yard line. Fry initiates contact and is pushed out of bounds inside the 15 to the 14. It's a pickup of 12 yards and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Raymer's pass complete to Tristan
Fry 2 catches, 29 yards so far tonight. Max Raymer 5 of 5 for 33 yards, 4 of 5 for 33 yards and an interception. 2 receivers tight on the left, 1 way out to the right. Now a man in motion as Raymer takes the snap. He wants to go to the right, back to the left though, caught by Kaufman in the flat. Across the 10, across the 5, and in untouched for the score. Brady Kaufman makes it look easy. A 26-yard touchdown completion, and Sun Prairie is tied with an extra point pending.
See if we have a replay of this play here. Oregon calling for some block in the back here. See if we pick it up over on the right side. Right there, number 20, Devin Rice.
Oregon wanted it. They do not get it, and so the touchdown stands. Tristan Fry from 26 yards away. We are tied, but an extra point opportunity is on for the young man from Sun Prairie, Brady Mellum. Mellum is 1 for 1 on extra points today. Raymer with the hold. It's a good hold, nearly blocked, but he does get it up and through.
Oh, wow.
Sun Prairie able to get it past, and with 7:43 to go, they take the lead 14-13 over the Oregon Panthers.
Don't miss another Panthers sports broadcast. Subscribe to your YouTube channel today. Join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy the hundreds of local events we bring every year.
So the Panthers, unfortunately, 2 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns, but a block extra points the difference. They are down 14-13 against the Sun Prairie Cardinals, visiting today to open up Badger Large Conference action. An exciting game so far, a lot of scoring, a lot of offense, a lot of great defensive plays from Oregon, an interception and a fumble recovery. Both of those became touchdowns, but now they're staring at a 1-point deficit.
And I think we're a long way from the end of the score, that's for sure. We're going to be scoring a bunch. We're only in the second quarter, 7:43 left to play.
Absolutely plenty of game to go here at Oregon. Thanks so much for joining us on OCA Media. Keaton McCauley and Zach Seeloff with you tonight under the lights here in Oregon. The Thursday night lights. Hopefully plenty of you are looking forward to taking in the Friday night lights of the Green Bay Packers in Brazil tomorrow. So Mellum with the extra point kick just a moment ago will now deliver the kickoff. Back for the Panthers, Rice and Noka. High end-over-end kick. It'll be fielded by Rice. He had his own 6-yard line. Rice up the middle. Breaks out of a tackle, now cuts to the outside. Rice has got a bit of a lane. Passed one man to the 25 and issued out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Panthers will start there, 1st and 10 from their own 26.
Oregon takes over 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line.
Oh, Peter Soul going to start things off here again.
Peyton Soul.
Peyton, excuse me.
Peyton's going to have the call for the Oregon Panthers. He'll get into the shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, a wingback right, and Gates is always the tailback. Soul takes the snap, drops back to pass, sends one to the left side on the out-breaking route towards, I believe that was Devin Rice, and just out of the reach of his outstretched fingers, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Same play that they got that big first down in the first quarter, not able to come up with it that time.
Rice desperately trying to get there, and it is just out of his reach. And you could tell that was a drill work kind of a pass, and just the timing just a skosh off. Panthers stick with the same formation. 2nd and 10 with 7:31 to go in the second quarter. Sun Prairie up by a point, 14-13 over Oregon tonight. Everyone checks the armbands and gets ready. Man in motion is Noka. I'm sorry, it's Devin Rice. He takes the handoff, gets a block out in front of him by Ashton Ghostley. Oh, man, he takes a big hit out of bounds, but not before he gets across the 35-yard line to the 36. I believe that'll be a first down. We'll get the spot. A huge block. I said it was by Ashton Ghostley. It was actually by Christian Gates. They're going to give him just 9 on that play, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. Panthers on the near hash mark. 3rd down and 1 yard to go from their own 35. 2 receivers tight on the near side of the field. Wing back to the right side of the formation. In the shotgun is Peyton Soul. Tries the hard count. Surveys the defense. No safeties back deep. They'll give to Gates. Gates over the right side. Spins through a tackle down to the 36, maybe even the 37.
Yep, they're going to give it to him.
A first down for Christian Gates, and that's twice. In short yardage formations, we've seen the Panthers just stick with bread and butter, not try to do something fancy, and it's been successful.
Yeah, that's the way they've gone for years and years and years. They've got some fire plugs in the backfield, and they can make up some yards.
The Panthers with a fresh set of downs. They did credit him with 2 yards on that play. It'll be 1st and 10 Oregon from their own 37-yard line. 6:58 and counting in this first half. Oregon trailing by a point against Sun Prairie. Give to Gates again. He's met in the backfield, and he does not get out of it. He's going to lose 3 yards back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 13 for the Panthers.
Yeah, the Sun Prairie had an overplay on that left side. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Interesting to see what the Panthers want to do here, if they're going to stick on the ground to try and make third down a little more manageable, or if they head right to the air to try and pick up a big chunk of yardage. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Soul in the shotgun, Gates to his left. 4 down linemen for Sun Prairie. They bring 5 on the rush. Give it to Gates, and again, he's met in the backfield, and this time he loses even more. That's going to be a loss of 6.
That's 2
back
in a
to
row.
the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 19.
That's 2 in a row for Marcus Rowe there for Sun Prairie. That's a big 3rd down. They got no choice but to throw it now.
Gates popped off his helmet there for just a second. He checks out. Checking in to replace him is number 43, Keaton DiMartino. 5'11", 160-pound junior will take over the tailback spot. As Coach Kisling lets his team know, and we may see the first punt so far we've seen from the Panthers here if they're not able to find a big chunk of yardage. And you've got to figure, whatever this play is, it's probably designed to get the ball to Devin Rice.
We saw DiMartino a little bit at the very end of the season last year, young junior.
And we do get a timeout from Oregon here. Coach Kisling wants to talk this one over, so with 5:28 to go, we'll stop the clock and slow things down.
Little field position. I mean, there's no reason to just give it away. So, you know, get a first down if you can. If you can, be able to punt it. Maybe push them back a little bit. We haven't seen a lot of punts out of Oregon, but always that opportunity.
Definitely. 3rd down and 19 to go. We've seen completions of 29 and 39 yards to Devin Rice. Peyton Soul so far today is 4 of 7 for 81 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Poggles 1 of 2 for 8 yards and a touchdown. So they've got a couple of guys who are throwing the ball here. As you check out the student section, a lot of folks in their high-vis best today. Really making sure they show out for the Panthers. There is no way you can miss them out there in the student section. Even high-vis hair on some of the folks in the student section today. Panthers done with the timeout. 5:28 to play in the second half. They're down a point, 14-13 against the visiting Sun Prairie East Cardinals. And they go with a 3 wide formation, 2 left, 1 right. Soul in the shotgun with DiMartino, the single tailback. And I can't tell if that was a false start or an offsides. I fear it might have been a false start. Let's get the signal from the referee. Both sides moved, but the Panthers moved first. False start the call, and that brings up 3rd down and 23 for Oregon. That is just their second penalty of the day, but both of them have been false starts, and they've been costly. So they stick with the same formation, looking to pick up lots of yardage. Sun Prairie's own blitz, they check out of it. They bring only 3 on the rush. Soul toward the corner for Devin Rice. He tracks the ball. He makes the catch. Incomplete. They say he stepped out of bounds, did not make the catch. Rice thought he had it. Looks a little dejected on the near side, but incomplete. And so the Panthers here with 3rd and 23 will be forced to punt. Let's check out this replay. A nice, tight spiral. Great camera work from our team today. That one is caught, but he is out of bounds, about fully a step out of bounds, unfortunately. Great shot from our replay team. Thanks to both the cameraman and the director for getting that done. And the Panthers will be forced to punt. This is the first punt we've seen this season.
Yeah, it looks like Paxton Krenkel is going to be the punter here for Oregon, number 55.
High snap. It's back into the end zone, and Krenkel might just have to dive on this. No, it's going to be a safety. The high snap, and Krenkel is tackled in the end zone for a safety. A 2-point safety gives Sun Prairie a 3-point lead, 16-13, and they will get the ball back with 5:10 to go in the first half.
Well, if you don't punt very often, you don't probably practice it very often. I'm not really sure. Just a little.
Sun Prairie 16, Oregon Panthers 13. Panthers will be kicking off.
So 16-13 now Sun Prairie after the unfortunate safety on the high snap that Paxton Krenkel was unable to reach up and grab. So the Panthers will kick off to the Sun Prairie Cardinals, who have a golden opportunity here to expand their lead as we are in the second half of the first half here. 5:10 to go in the second quarter. I did not see who got that tackle for Sun Prairie. Did you catch that one?
I did not catch that either. I guess it was open that he was going to get out of the end zone. That's what I was watching.
Would have been great. Unfortunately, he gets swarmed under. And it's 16-13 Sun Prairie. I'm not sure what the delay is as we get started for the kickoff here, but now we're ready to go. So Panthers with 2 timeouts, Sun Prairie with 3 timeouts, 5:10 to go in the second quarter, and Sun Prairie, after the safety on the bad snap on the Oregon punt, leads 16-13. And on to kick is Erfurth, as ever for Oregon. This kick comes from the Oregon 20, though. Let's see how far he can get it. Drops the hand, here's the run and the kick. Nice line drive kick. It hits one of the up men right at midfield. He scampers across the 45. Still on his feet near the 42 and dropped down at the 41-yard line. That was number 24, Gavin Meese, who was able to make it all the way to the Panther 41. Tremendous opportunity for Sun Prairie here.
Looks like the tackle was made by number 80, Dominic Perez, for Oregon. But Sun Prairie in very good field position and started out things once again.
Sun Prairie ready to go, 5:03 to play in the first half. Raymer in the shotgun, single receiver left and right. One tailback is Kaufman. They do give to Kaufman. Stutter steps, comes over the right side, across the 40, and spun to the ground near the 42-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
Kaufman on carry, brought down by Simpleton. 2nd down, Cardinals.
Big fella went down pretty hard there. Looks like he's going to limp out of the ball game.
Yeah, that is number 55, Brady Schauer. We called his name once for a false start penalty, and unfortunately got a little bit of a lower body injury there. Hopefully he's able to get through it and he'll be all right. Not going to have an injury timeout. We get right back into it. 4:36 and counting. 2nd and 6 for Sun Prairie from the Oregon 42. Excuse me, from the Oregon 36. Raymer, quick throw to the left side, complete to Fry, incomplete to Fry. I spoke too soon. He had his hands on it, and it squirted right through.
Yeah, he had visions of the end zone that time before he even caught the ball.
He absolutely did. Fry, his last reception was a 26-yard touchdown catch. That time, though, incomplete. And now the Sun Prairie Cardinals facing a 3rd down and 6. The Panther 37, boy, number 11 here, Jacoby Moore, with his shirt untucked. Just looks like a very young man relative to everyone else on that field. Max Raymer in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Raymer with the snap, looks to throw, completes it to Kaufman out of the backfield, who is hit and dropped immediately.
There's a nice tackle there by number 7, Ashton Ghostly.
Who else? Ashton Ghostly, maybe 1 yard for Kaufman. And that'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Big 4th down after the safety here. 4:02 left to play in the first half.
Huge opportunity for Oregon. You see Ghostly finishing that tackle there on your replay. Sun Prairie with 2 receivers right and 1 left. Kaufman the tailback. Raymer the quarterback in the shotgun. 4 down lineman for Oregon. Raymer trying a hard count, nothing doing there, and that forces them to call a timeout. The Panthers are able to avoid the pressure, stay disciplined, and that forces Sun Prairie into a timeout. So both teams with 2 timeouts remaining, 3:44 to go, and a pivotal 4th and 5 here. Sun Prairie with a chance to go up 2 scores going into the half. Conversely, Oregon with a chance to get the ball back with plenty of time and timeouts to make a scoring drive of their own.
Yeah, what a big turnover this would be if they can hold them in turnover on downs and have an opportunity even in this first half.
You love to get back on offense, and we have seen the Panthers exploit turnovers from Sun Prairie in this game. The first 2 scores, their only 2 scores, came off an interception and a fumble. Sun Prairie done with the timeout. Oregon ready in their defensive formation. Sun Prairie's going to spread the field quite a bit now. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Raymer the quarterback, Kaufman the tailback. 3 men down for Oregon, showing blitz. Raymer takes the snap. Oregon brings 5. They've got a rusher coming. Raymer steps up, throws to the middle of the field, caught and complete across the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Sun Prairie first down.
Just over the first down marker.
Good enough for a first down.
Beautiful job by Raymer to step up in the pocket. He makes a hard throw, and Fry able to adjust and makes the catch. Fry now with 4 catches on 5 targets for 62 yards and a touchdown. Raymer back in the shotgun, dancing, throwing, in through the arms and intercepted. Intercepted by Oregon, picked off that time by number 41, Colin Waite. And the Panthers can't get the turnover and downs. They take the turnover interception instead.
Wow, we needed that.
41, Colin Wood.
Outstanding. Way to go, Colin Waite. Life on the bench, life in the stands. A second interception for the Panthers today.
Yeah, Max Raymer a little too much mustard on that throw, and he was able to tip it up and wait with the pickoff.
So Peyton Soul in this Panther offense with a huge opportunity here, trailing by 3 with 3:21 to go in the second quarter, down 16-13 after the safety they gave up on the attempted punt. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Soul, a little reverse play, and they've got Soul blocking out in front of Noka. Noka trying to avoid a tackle. He does. He's across the 30 and pushed down hard from behind all the way up to the 35-yard line. A 13-yard gain. How about Peter Noka dodging that tackle, and he's going to have to slide out. Looks like he may have taken a lower body injury there.
First down for the Panthers.
Big first down there for Peter Noka.
Huge play. Let's look at the stutter step again on replay. Watch him avoid this tackle. Slips out of it and reverses field. Manages to pick up about 6 or 8 more yards after that play. Great job, Peter Noka. Tight formation as a man in motion is Rice. Instead, the give to Gates over the middle. Gates finds a bit of a hole, pushes forward near the 43-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 3 or 4. They'll bring up second down, and looks like they'll give him about 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, a nice first push, and then things just closed up on Christian Gates.
2:30 and counting for the Panthers, trailing 16-13 here in the second quarter. After the interception, really want to get something going. Same formation. 4 down linemen and an edge rusher for Sun Prairie. No deep safeties as ever. They like to keep things in tight. Edge rusher coming. He gets picked up by Noka. Gates across the right side where that edge rusher was. Finds maybe 2 yards to the 40. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Not so sure that they're just using very good time management here. Yeah, they'd love to score, but they don't want to give the ball back either.
Yep, that clearly Coach Kisling considering whether he wants to run this clock or stop it, choosing to run it. Minute 48 and counting. Panthers taking their time. Signals come in from the sideline as we get ready to go. Colin Nortland will be the lone wideout to the right side of the formation. Everyone else in tight, and Pagels is in as the Wildcat QB. Direct snap instead to Gates. He follows Pagels through the middle, picks his way ahead for a gain of maybe 3. That time up to the 43-yard line, and immediately the clock is stopped.
Yeah,
I believe it's a timeout by Sun Prairie.
Sun Prairie likes to call a timeout.
Yep, 4th down and 2 after the 3-yard run by Christian Gates.
So I'm guessing we're looking at another punt here, see what happens.
I'll be honest, I don't know. After the punting misadventure they had the last time, which resulted directly in a safety, only 2 yards to pick up. You've had success with this Wildcat formation. Pagels can both throw and run, and he can also lead block.
Very true, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm not sure if Coach Kisling might not want to live dangerously here. Sun Prairie down to only 1 timeout. A 2-yard gain, very achievable for the Panthers. But it would be living dangerously as Sun Prairie would have a short field. So we'll see how Oregon and this coaching staff decide to approach it. No right answer here, just the answer you want to go with. And this looks to be like the offense, no punter in evidence.
Yep,
the Panthers are going to go for it on 4th and 2, and Pagels will play quarterback. Heavy formation again. Nortland, the lone wideout to the right side. Everyone in the box with the single DB to the left. Showing blitz. Pagels checking the play. Now he's ready in the shotgun. Minute 23 on the clock after the timeout, and Oregon calls a timeout now. They didn't like what they had either, potentially just trying to draw Sun Prairie off. So a minute 23, we've got another timeout in this second quarter. Panthers trail 16-13, facing a 4th and 2.
Well, it looked like the punt team was running out there, but I'm not sure anymore.
I do see number 56, Sebastian out there, and I believe we may get a punt here.
It was 55 Kringle was the punter the last time.
It was.
I'm not sure if he's going to get another opportunity or not.
No, it was Sebastian in the Stoughton game, and I do see him out there talking with the coaches. I see Gates on the sideline. I see Soul on the sideline, Rice. So this does look like a punt coming up from Oregon. 4th down and 2 yards to go. It is Seabass out there to kick. Now, not to broadcaster's curse or anything, but wouldn't be the worst place for a fake punt.
A fake punt.
I've got to believe Sun Prairie is considering that.
Vogler Moore back deep for the Cardinals.
Jacoby Moore and Van Vogler back to receive this one for Sun Prairie with 1:23 to go. Good snap. And it is a nice high kick. It'll be received by Moore at his own 25-yard line. Moore to the 30, and he's taken to the ground there. Only a 5-yard return. A very nice punt from Sebastian.
Nice tackle there by number 82 for Oregon.
That's true, and they will give him up to the 31-yard line. That's where Sun Prairie will have a 1st and 10.
Wirtz is the man up there. I'm not sure how you pronounce that first name. I guess Wynn.
Let's see, for 82, it is, yeah,
Quinn.
that's a Q-U-Y-E-N.
Quinn?
Perhaps so. At any rate, Wirtz with the tackle. 1st and 10, Sun Prairie from their own 31-yard line. Raymer in the shotgun. Quick throw to the near side, complete across the 35 to the 36, but no further, as Cooper White on his first reception of the night puts the knee down, a 5-yard gain. Clock still runs with 1:02 to go.
One timeout for each team here. 1 minute left to play in the game, first half.
Hurry up offense. Sun Prairie, quick throw to the left side of the field this time. Caught by Tristan Fry across the 45 and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 17-yard gain, a 1st down, and a stoppage of the clock, most importantly.
Knocked out of bounds by number 3, Elliott Mueller.
So the Sun Prairie can settle down a little bit on this play. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line, leading 16-13 with 49 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Panthers showing blitz. They bring 4. Raymer with time. Throws across the middle. Incomplete. The intended target was Cooper White. Pass out of his reach. 2nd and 10. Cooper White not able to haul that one in. And Sun Prairie now switches up the formation slightly. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Tailback Kaufman to the left of the quarterback, Raymer. 44 seconds to play. Fakes the handoff, now looks to pass. Great protection. Now here comes a blitzer. Throw near side, out of bounds.
Hold in the backfield.
There, I believe that is going to be a hold. There's a flag on the play, and with 38 seconds to go, losing his helmet was number 52. He is sent off the field, Hudson Turek, and it is indeed holding. Holding against Sun Prairie. And that penalty will be enforced, and from where they threw it, it may be enforced quite a ways back. So let's see where this puts them. The line to gain is at the Panther 42.
Oregon just got to remember, you don't care where the lines are. We just need a ball back, or we need a touch or a tackle here.
Yep, so this
don't let
is
them get loose.
2nd and 20 is what they're showing on the board. Raymer on the delayed draw play. Raymer's got a little bit of a hole on the left side. He's across midfield and he's out of bounds. He takes that one up to the 49-yard line of Sun Prairie, a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Pushed out of bounds there by number 46.
Raymer pushed out of bounds by Brecky.
Excuse me, Cody Brecky, number 48 for Oregon. 32 seconds left to play in the first half.
Sun Prairie doing a good job of managing the sidelines in particular, using that to their advantage to keep time on the clock. Panthers finish substituting as Sun Prairie ready with 4 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Kaufman the tailback, Raymer the QB in the shotgun. He takes the snap and immediately looks to pass. Rusher coming through. He's got to get rid of it quickly. Hit as he throws, incomplete. And not even looking for the ball was number 41, Colin Waite. He had an interception earlier in this quarter. There, he just wants to lower the hammer on Jacoby Moore. Incomplete, 4th down and 9 for Sun Prairie.
Yeah, now what does Sun Prairie do? It looks like they're going to bring their punt team out as well.
I think that's probably the wise choice. Rusher coming, Raymer forced to make a quick throw. Moore not able to bring it up, and Waite finishes things off.
Carson Hanneman for the Panthers back to receive this punt.
25 seconds on the clock. Panthers do have one timeout. If they can get a decent return here, they've got an opportunity.
Mellum in the punt for the Cardinals. Backing for the Panthers.
Brady Mellum, who's their place kicker as well, also their punter, and he'll deliver the punt. And as you said, number 5, Carson Hanneman, the senior, 5'8", 160, on to receive. And now we have a flag on the play for delay of game. Well, actually, that wasn't a delay of game signal. I have to admit, I'm not sure what that signal is. Crossed arms across the chest.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been too much time or delay of game.
Yeah.
It must be a new signal or whatever. But
I guess so.
You know, I think the reason why he took this, you know, we saw how high he was kicking those PATs.
Yeah, it's possible. He's
more
got
room.
real leg. Yeah,
He
certainly an
needs more
NFL
room.
punter would rather be back here. We'll see how much leg Mellum has. From his own 44 now, Hanneman standing near his 14. This is a short kick. It bounces and takes kind of a sideways hop. Now a Sun Prairie hop inside the Panther 30. And it'll be down at the 28-yard line. So Oregon will take over at their own 28. We'll see if they want to run any plays or if they're content just to kneel it out. Sun Prairie leading 16-13 over the Oregon Panthers, thanks to a safety, the most recent score in this game on a bad snap on a punt attempt from Oregon.
Just an FYI, the halftime, we got the dance team and the youth night dance teams coming out here.
We can see him filling in on the track here. Make sure to stay tuned to watch that performance. The Panthers do look like they're going to run a play. Single receiver right. Pagels the quarterback. Everyone else in tight. Pagels takes the shotgun snap and runs over the near side. Drags a couple of men with him. Keeps
Still on
dragging
his
men
feet.
with him. Will not give up before he's finally driven back. Boy, the Panthers wanted a face mask, and I don't blame him. Someone reached in from behind and got kind of the top of his mask. The referees, though, did not see it, and so that'll be, I think, a first down. It's a 10-yard gain on 10 seconds of play.
Yeah, they were a little bit generous on that first down, but
Yep, 10
Oregon's
yards.
going to take it, and they're going to let the clock run now.
Yep,
Now
clock
they're gonna
running,
let it
2-1, and that will be the end of the first half. So a nice run from Ethan Pagels punctuates an uneven first half for both teams, but as it is, Sun Prairie, the beneficiary of 2 special teams plays, a kickoff return for a touchdown and a bad snap on a punt that they tackled for a safety, and that is the reason they're up 16-13 as we go into halftime.
And only trailing by 3 points. We'll take that all day long. So we'll be right back after the halftime break, but first let's go down to the field for the dance team and the youth dance teams.
One more big round of applause for the Oregon Panther Dance Team and Kids Company.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon Cares. And Torhorst Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. We'd also like to thank Panther Exteriors, Wisco Industries, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. Panther Sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors. Please join our fine family of supporters and help us continue to provide this service to our community. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information. OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
Want to be a part of something great?
The Oregon Athletic Booster Club needs your help.
It means providing student athletes with positive experiences to help them succeed on and off the court.
Make sure I have the right gear and equipment I need to succeed.
Your donation will create a lasting impact in our community.
With your donations, you will help me in achieving my goals.
We need your support.
We are part of something great.
Insurance is our scoreboard sponsor once again for another exciting season of Panther basketball. Tourist Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978.
He's got nobody to catch him. He's going to go 5. Touchdown, Oregon.
Let's throw a touchdown up on the One Community Bank scoreboard for the Panthers.
Great feet, great finish, fantastic by Addison Worth. That's on the Culver scoreboard. Welcome to Delicious.
Nice working on Porter's with that left hand. Won't go. Another offensive rebound. The putback is good. Libby Nice, a menace on the offensive glass these last couple of possessions. Again, extending that lead to 7 on the Tourist Insurance scoreboard.
My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater, which fostered my love for acting. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
back with second half. But first, let's go to Zach and the stats.
Folks, it was a very interesting first half. 16-13, the outcome in favor of Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie scored a kick return touchdown with 3:07 to go in the first. That was brought in by number 21 for them, Brady Kaufman. They had a 26-yard touchdown pass also to Brady Kaufman. That was with 7:43 to go in the second. And then with 5:10 to go in the second, bad snap on an attempted punt by Oregon led to the recovery of the ball, but not until it got into the end zone, and tackled right there was Paxton Krangle of Oregon for a safety. And so that is why 16 points are on the board for Sun Prairie. For the Panthers, they intercepted the first play from scrimmage, which led to an 8-yard touchdown pass from Ethan Pagels onto Peter Noka. And then after recovering a fumble by Sun Prairie, also in the first quarter, a 4-yard touchdown run from Peter Noka, but that extra point was blocked. The first extra point was good, so only 13 on the board for Oregon, but Oregon will start with the ball in this second half. And Kian, as you and I were watching here, we saw a player we hadn't seen before from Sun Prairie, number 93, Tristan Young, a senior, taking some kicking practice, even though we've seen Brady Mellum handling the kicking duties in the first half. And we've seen this senior hit consistently from 30, and from 35, 40, and 45, he was 1 for 2 from both of those ranges. He's got an awful lot of leg and some pretty good accuracy to go with it.
And he's not done. He's still working on it. But, yeah, it's going to be a great second half here, only trailed by 3. Oregon with the ball to start the second half.
Yep, big stats in that one. First off, penalties. 4 penalties for 30 yards against Sun Prairie. Only 2 penalties for Oregon for 10 yards. For Oregon through the air, Peyton Soul was 4 of 7 for 73 yards. Ethan Pagels, was 1 of 2 for 8 yards and a touchdown. Peter Noka had 1 catch for that touchdown, 8 yards. Devin Rice, 2 catches on 3 targets for 68 yards, and Chase Fisher also had a 5-yard reception. On the ground, Peter Noka, 3 carries for 23 yards. Devin Rice also 3 carries for 11 yards. Ethan Pagels, 3 carries, but only 2 yards to show for it. Christian Gates has had trouble getting started here. 14 carries, only 14 yards. And Braden Evans did have 1 carry for 9 yards. Over on the Sun Prairie side, we talked about how much their offense has been focused on the passing game. So far in this game, Max Raymer has been 9 of 14 for 89 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. On the ground, Raymer has 3 carries for 28 yards. Brady Kaufman, 6 carries for 16 yards and a lost fumble. And I think if I told you that stat line, you'd say that Oregon's got to be ahead. But the safety plus the kick return touchdown, the difference in this game's special teams has been, and a blocked extra point, special teams has been where Oregon has struggled.
They have struggled a little bit there in special teams, but I like the way that they've come across with a 2-headed monster and the 2 quarterbacks. You thought that, as you mentioned, you thought that Ethan Pagels was going to come in and be that wildcat, and he can throw it just as well as Peyton Soul. So 2 options right there, and we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Big thanks to Ron Davinska, our stat man up in the booth today. Big thanks to everyone who makes these games go. For those of you who maybe are new to the game of football, especially to the high school game, a lot of people volunteering their time tonight. The officials, us up here in the booth, all the people doing work on the sidelines, the equipment managers who we saw helping out Sun Prairie a little bit earlier. Kian, you were noticing that. The PA announcer, the statisticians, everyone who helps with the concession stands and ticketing, the list goes on and on. Big thanks to everyone who makes it so that these young men can enjoy a nice evening of football. So the Panthers will receive to get things started. We've got just about a minute to go before we kick things off in the second half. Sun Prairie ahead 16-13. And Kian, as you look at it, if you're Oregon on this first drive, assuming you don't run it back for the touchdown, what do you want to see from them in terms of just the overall style of the offense? They've been feeding Christian Gates a lot. He hasn't been able to get going. Do they need to stick with him and try and open it up, or do they want to change directions?
Well, I don't think they need to change directions. Christian Gates is a heck of a runner, but they have some other options as well. You know, they can change it up a little bit, but continuity, just slow, meticulous, moving the ball down the field, keep the clock, and score the touchdown.
You'd love to see him.
Sun Prairie East will kick off to start the second half. Noka and Rice back deep for the Panthers.
That PA is loud in our ear tonight.
Mellum kicking off for the Cardinals.
So as you heard him say, Noka and Rice will be back to receive. Mellum will be on to kick. We talked about potentially the senior Tristan Young in a place kicking situation. We'll see if they decide to bring him out, if they want to try a longer field goal, but Mellum will have the kickoff duties. Sun Prairie up 16-13, but the Panthers will start with the ball here in the second half. The sun is down, the lights are on, and it is a great night for football on a Thursday here in Oregon. Mellum on the run and the kick. High end-over-end ball. It's going to be received by Noka at his own 10-yard line. He's got room to run across the 15. Evades a tackle, trying to get to the corner. Dragged down by his ankles across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Decent kick, decent coverage from Sun Prairie, and the Panthers will have decent field position. Decent all the way around, 1st and 10 from their own 26.
Yeah, 26-yard line. That's probably their worst field position to start so far, but here we go with the Oregon offense.
Peyton Soul is in, along with Christian Gates and Peter Noka, Devin Rice and Colin Nortland, all the usual suspects to get us started. Rice and Nortland on the near side of the formation as wideouts. Noka in the wingback position, and Gates will be the tailback with the quarterback Soul. 4 down linemen for Sun Prairie. Again, no high safety. They like to keep things tight. Panthers have exploited that with the long ball, and Soul is going to pass. Speaking of long ball, he goes deep to Peter Noka. Noka tracking, and it is out of his reach. He had a good step on the defender, but he wasn't quite able to follow that ball and get under it. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Noka has been targeted 6 times tonight, only 1 catch, but it was the 8-yard touchdown reception from Ethan Pagels.
Yeah, number 10, Van Vogler, 150 pounds with all those pads.
Panthers stay in the same formation. They send Rice in motion. They give it to him. He is met in the backfield and taken down hard. Sun Prairie has been sniffing out those plays so far tonight. The near judge wants it on the 20. The far judge is maybe going to concede the 21. That is where they'll give him. It's a loss of 5, 3rd down, and 15 yards to go.
Well, not the start that the Oregon Panthers were looking for here. Big 3rd down in this 3rd quarter.
Signals coming in from the sideline. Panthers get ready. They'll go with 3 wides now. Noka out of his wingback position, wide to the far side of the screen. Panthers right to left in this 3rd quarter. Soul dropping back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws to the corner for Rice. Rice was out of bounds as he went up, but a flag on the play. The coverage provided by Deontay Spivey, the 5'5", 150-pound senior. And I believe they'll get Spivey for a 15-yard pass interference. Let's look to get the signal from the referee with 11:05 to go. That'll keep the Panthers' drive alive, as it was 3rd and 15 on that down. Still no signal yet from the officials, and both teams are still kind of hanging out here. And now we're marching forward, so I believe this will be a 1st down. And it is a 15-yard penalty. Gives the Panthers another 1st down. That is the 2nd defensive pass interference call of this game against Sun Prairie. Both costly. Well, actually,
no, they didn't give it him the 1st down.
They must have. So they spotted the ball back.
See,
to
I
the
was
20.
wondering about that. That was more than a 5-yard.
Yeah, they spotted the ball back to the 20 after initially spotting it at the 21. So a little confusion from the referees on the spot of the ball, and that's I think what Coach Dan Kisling is asking about, because they took that play. It sure looked to me from the 21-yard line. But it will bring up 3rd down and 1. After the 15-yard penalties. So they retroactively declared a 6-yard loss on the Devin Rice run, which means the 15-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 1 for Oregon. Panthers get the signals. 11:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. Sun Prairie up 16-13. 2 receivers left, wingback right, Gates the tailback, Soul the quarterback in the shotgun. Soul's ready now. Takes the snap. Give us to Gates. Gates over the middle. Pushes his way forward to the 31. Falls ahead to about the 32-yard line. 1st down, Oregon.
No
on
problem.
the Christian Gates carry. And that is the 3rd short yardage 1st down we've seen him get.
Now Christian Gates just muscles his way through, gain it almost 2 yards.
Yep, it'll be 1st and 10 Oregon from their own 37-yard line. Benefit from the pass interference penalty. Now we'll check the play and try and get something going on offense here. Soul takes the shotgun snap, gives to Gates once again. Stutter step through the middle. He's got a ton of room across midfield. Coming to the near side. Gates at the 30. Gates at the 20. One man to beat at the 5. Dragged down and short of the first down. Tackled at the 1 yard line by Deontay Spivey, who was assessed that pass interference penalty a moment ago. He's all the way to the 1 yard line. It is a 72-yard carry, 1st and goal, Oregon.
Christian Gates finally got his way through the middle. Picked his way to the outside. Looking back here, you look at this replay. There's one man to beat. And even then, he dragged him along down to the 1 yard line.
Incredible job by Spivey to save the touchdown, but it's 1st and goal, Oregon, from the 1 yard line of Sun Prairie. Single wide out is Colin Nortland. Soul in the shotgun. Oh, drop snap by Gates. He just has to fall on it. I'm sorry, that wasn't Soul. That was Ethan Pagels. But the direct snap goes instead to Gates. He has to fall on it, and it's a loss of 3 back to the 4 yard line. Deontay Spivey in on that tackle. Coming out that time was Keaton DiMartino. Checking back into the game is Devin Rice. Pagels remains the quarterback. 2nd and goal from the 4 yard line of Sun Prairie. Rice wide left. Nortland wide right. Gates and Noka in the wingback position. Pagels alone in the backfield. Man in motion is Rice. Fake the give to him. Pagels tries to get through the middle. Breaks through one tackle. Drives ahead down to the 2 yard line. Ethan Pagels is a big man. They list him at 6'2", 205. Using that power there, but only able to pick up 2. 3rd down and goal from the 2 yard line.
After a game of 2.
Yeah, lucky to get back there, but like you said, big man, able to push his way through there and back to the 2 yards.
Pagels to the sideline. Peyton Soul comes back in at quarterback. 3rd down and goal to go from the 2 yard line of Sun Prairie. Oregon trails 16-13 with 8:45 and counting to play in the 3rd quarter. Same formation, but Soul in at QB, and they move Gates into the backfield to his left. Soul checking in as he reads the defense. Ready now for the snap. Give us to Gates on the right side. Gates upended as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He maybe gets back there. They'll call it the 2 yard line again. No gain. 4th down and 2. Christian Gates looked a little frustrated with himself there. Maybe he thought there was a different lane. As is, though, no gain. 4th down and goal to go from the 2 yard line. Panthers with an enormous opportunity to take the lead here. They do not want the field goal. They want the touchdown. And it's going to be a timeout. Head coach Dan Kisling signaling for the timeout. So early in the 3rd quarter with 7:56 to play, the Panthers stop the clock to decide what to do. 4th and 2 here.
We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Panther football. If your business or organization would like to support community access programs like this, please contact Paul at OCAmedia.com for more information. And the OCA Media is your local community access television station. Broadcasts hundreds of local, entertaining, and informative programs on Charter and TDS Cable each year. Replays of all OCA Media programming can be found on your YouTube channel. Check out our website for our programming guide and more information. That's www.ocamedia.com.
Folks, award-winning productions like this are made possible with support from our local business sponsors and by viewers like you. More information is available at ocamedia.com. If you'd like to sponsor these broadcasts, we'd love to have you advertising in the Oregon community. The Panthers with 7:56 to play in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and goal to go from the 2 yard line of Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie up 16-13 in this Badger Large Conference opener. A beautiful night in Oregon. A large contingent of fans from Oregon, a fair number from Sun Prairie as well. Everyone hyped up for this 4th down play. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Soul in the shotgun. They send Noka in motion and they give to him on the sweep. Noka to the corner. Noka to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Peter Noka, give that man a golden sombrero. 3 touchdowns tonight for Peter.
It's a hat trick for Peter Noka, 2 rushing, 1 receiving, and he has the Panthers back on top, 19-16, with 7:51 to play and the extra point coming up.
Yeah, misdirection is just doing so well for the Oregon Panthers this year thus far. They tried it right, came back around. Peter Noka all the way to the end zone.
Erfurth on the kick. It is up, and it is good.
Oh,
A
nice
beautiful kick from Nolan Erfurth, and that makes it 20-16. The Panthers regain the lead. They're up 4 on the Sun Prairie East Cardinals with 7:51 to play. Really, really pleased with that drive from Oregon, and even after some adversity on the goal line, they do a nice job with a nice play call. That run around the corner with Peter Noka has been successful for them so far.
What channel is that receiver on? 'Cause I'm on 4. Some come unplugged down there?
Oh, Paul. Well, I'll tell you what a nice way to come out here in the second half. Score the touchdown. Now it's a 4-point game.
4-point game in Oregon's favor. An outstanding drive. What a run to go 62 yards for Christian Gates. And you and I talked about it at the start of this half. You know, do they need to keep going with him, or do they need to try something new? They keep going with him, and he finally is able to break a big one out, and it leads to a Panther score.
Yeah, huge run there by Christian.
Erfurth with a low liner. They'll let it go through, and it's received at the 15-yard line of Sun Prairie. And at the 25, met and stopped that time was number 18, Cooper White. He was upended by Jacob Hensel, the junior. Great tackle by Hensel. And so it'll be 1st and 10 Sun Prairie from their own 26, exactly where Oregon started on their first drive of this half.
And Oregon's defense back on the field, playing very well so far this evening.
Max Raymer in the shotgun, 1 receiver left, 2 right. Tailback is Kaufman. Kaufman 6 carries, 16 yards today, and a lost fumble. Oh, it's a keeper on the option play by Raymer. He
Ball's
gets across
out.
the 30, another fumble. Oregon immediately signals that they have it. We don't have a signal yet from the officials. And I think they're going to signal down by contact. So it is a 5-yard gain for Raymer on the design keeper.
Well,
2nd and 5.
You just saw that happening. I can't remember the number that pulled, but from the backside was able to pull his right arm down, and that's how he got rid of it. But yeah, his knee was down first.
Sun Prairie able to stay alive. 2 receivers bunched on the right. Instead, the give to Kaufman up the middle. Bowls his way forward. Just wrecking ball ahead to the 34-yard line. A little bit of extracurriculars in the defensive backfield, but the referees break it up. It's a 3-yard gain for Kaufman, and it brings up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, another big 3rd down here for the Oregon defense. See if we can hold. 6:54 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals on their own 34-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Panthers showing blitz. They do bring an extra man. Quick pass out into the flat is complete. Bobbled, though, and at the 35-yard line, hit and stopped is number 18, Cooper White. They'll give him no gain. Back up to the 36. It's 4th down and 2.
Mosley and Field combined to stop Moore short of the 1st down.
Same situation that Oregon was against in the first half.
Oh, they actually gave him a gain of a yard there, maybe even a little more than a yard across the 35. The line to gain at the 36, so 4th down and very short here for Sun Prairie.
Very short. Taking a lot of time bringing this play in here for the Cardinals. And they'll go for it.
Panthers with a single high safety. Man coverage for the 2 receivers. 8 men in the box. This is coming up to the line of scrimmage and false starting is Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie guilty of the false start. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up about 4th and 5.5.
Yeah, number 55, Brady Shower for the Cardinals.
6th penalty of the night for Sun Prairie. And, man, they have had some costly ones. The pass interference on Oregon's first drive in the 3rd quarter set up the Oregon touchdown. And now the false start here means that it looks like they're going to bring the punter out in the form of Brady Mellum. And to receive for the Panthers is Carson Hanneman, the senior defensive back. He's standing at his own 35. Mellum at about his own 17. Sun Prairie checks in their 11th man. Now we're ready to go. Panthers taking no chances, very much in a prevent the fake.
High snap
and a high snap. Way back, Mellum back into his own end zone. He's going to be tackled immediately. He is down, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Oregon!
Oregon with the touchdown. Colin Waite recovers in the end zone. The Panthers score. It's 26-16 Oregon with an extra point coming up. And how about that? After being victimized by the safety, they turn it around into a touchdown.
I'll call your safety and raise you a touchdown. Nice reaction there, Oregon.
So Erfurth on to deliver the extra point. Panthers with a chance to take an 11-point lead. Good hold, good kick, and it's right through the uprights.
Very
it's
nice.
27-17 Panthers. 27-16 Panthers, excuse me, with 5:24 to go in the third quarter.
11-point lead, just like that. 5:24 left to play in the third quarter. Oregon Panthers are fired up.
What a turn of momentum this has been. The Panthers came out trailing by 3. All the scoring in the second quarter was for Sun Prairie. Now the Panthers have notched 2 touchdowns with 2 good extra points. 1 special teams, 1 the old-fashioned way, and they're up by 11.
Oh, well, we got a second here. We'd like to thank our crew tonight. Camera ops, Miles Tollinen, Colin Nettlesheim, Ben Baker. Graphics and Audi by Toby Peterson. The director is Josiah Wampler. And, of course, we wouldn't be remiss without mentioning our producer, Mr. Paul Zwicker. He was on the Gong Show. Did you know that, Zach?
He was on the Gong Show.
He was on the Gong Show.
Well, there you go. Our viewers under 50 will not get that reference, but on to kick for the Panthers is Noah Erfurth. Huge life on the Panthers sideline after the bad snap on a punt is recovered for a touchdown by Colin Waite. Erfurth again with the squibber. It hits
his foot.
Hits the Sun Prairie man.
It's
That's
live.
a live ball, and they just have to dive on it near the 21-yard line. They fall right on top of it, and it'll be first down. Sun Prairie, I believe, maybe at their own 22. Man, the kicking from Erfurth has been tricky, and it's been very difficult for the Cardinals to handle it cleanly.
21-yard line, first and 10.
And it's contagious. It's contagious for the Panthers. They're fired up. They're playing well. Now they just got to keep their head down, play good football.
Raymer will have to try and lead his team down the field, trailing by 11. Panthers with the 27-16 advantage with 5:20 to play in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. Excuse me, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Kaufman the tailback. The give is to Kaufman over that left side. Met near the line of scrimmage and gets maybe up to the 23. A pickup of 2, 2nd and 8.
Looks like Funderburg in there on the tackle.
Kaufman for a short gain. Funderburg amongst others on the tackle. Second down.
Panthers defense looking sharp in this second half. 4:58 and counting to play. 2nd and 8 for Sun Prairie out of the same formation. Panthers with 4 down linemen here. Single high safety, looking to pass. Raymer now facing pressure, slips a tackle. He's got 1 man to beat, and he throws this one high, and I believe just throwing it away. A wise choice from Raymer. Boy, Raymer, whatever difficulties he's had today, he has been very good facing pressure. He really has a good pocket awareness and is elusive back there because the Panthers have been getting through this offensive line of Sun Prairie.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there by number 52, Brady Painter, for the Panthers.
4:43 to go as the clock stops on the incompletion. 3rd down and 8 for Sun Prairie from their own 23-yard line, facing a 3rd and long situation deep in their own territory. And the last punt was an adventure that became a misadventure and resulted in a Panthers touchdown on the recovery of the bad snap. Same formation. Tailback to the left of Raymer. He takes the shotgun snap, rolls near to pass, now comes back to the other side to Kaufman. Kaufman evades the first tackler, evades the second tackler, initiates contact and is taken out of bounds. Boy, We had a helmet come off and then some pushing and shoving.
Coach Kissing's asking why not a yellow hanky coming out.
Sun Prairie pleading their case. The referees elect not to throw the flag. I believe that took up to the 30-yard line, so that's a gain of 7, which will make it a fourth down and 1. Sun Prairie going to decide if they want to go for this or if they want to punt it. Raymer on the field. Looks like they will go for it.
Nope, now they're going to punt.
Now they're going to punt. So from 4th and 1.
And now referees timeout.
Yeah, I think they're allowing some substitutions. And making sure the chain gang is properly set. Looks like the first down indicator may be having some technical difficulties with the flag over there.
Yeah, they went into the pole, so it's now it's a crescent.
So it's possible our first down marker has been bent by the violent contact with Brady Kaufman. So we'll wait for them to get that fixed. So with 4:34 to go, Panthers looking to receive a punt. They recovered the last punt, not punt even. They recovered the bad snap off the punt for a touchdown.
Well, you talk about a shout-out. How about those linesmen out there? They are the same guys over and over again. There's 4 of them. They volunteer every single home game, and they do a heck of a job. And they'll meet you down at the main tap after the game.
There you go. Yeah, the offensive linemen, very much the unsung heroes of this team, and the defensive linemen as well, getting a lot of good work done for these Panthers. Great to see the Panthers answering back on special teams. Special teams was their weakness in the first half. They've made it their strength here in the second half. So they do come back out again in punt formation. You always have to consider, especially in the high school game where coaches are a little less risk averse, I should say, that a fake might be in the offing. Hanneman standing back near the Oregon 38-yard line as he drifts back a few more yards. Mellum, the punter, at his own 16. Panthers still in a defensive rather than a punt block formation, broadly speaking, covering up the receivers on either side. Umpire and referee working with the chain gang just to make sure that everything is copacetic before we get started.
Well, they got it backwards. They got it 4th and 1 instead of 4th and 9.
Yeah, it should be 4th down and 1 yard to go, but we've got 4th and 8 up on the board. We are committing a lot of time to this, and I have to feel like maybe just disconnect one of them and go with one.
Yeah.
But then we couldn't do the measurement, which is everyone's favorite part of football. So, answers on a postcard, please, if you like the measurements, folks.
Right.
So let's assume this punt goes off as a regular punt, becomes a Panthers offensive possession. We saw Christian Gates finally break out for a big one. What do you think we're going to see offensively from the Panthers on this next drive? They're going to stick with Gates. They're going to throw it a little more.
I like the fact that I would hope that they would continue to put the pressure on and don't get conservative.
Absolutely, absolutely. Still plenty of football left here. 4:34 in the third quarter. Panthers up 27-16 on the visiting Sun Prairie East Cardinals as we get things started with the opener of the Badger Large Conference tonight.
Yeah, wasted way too much time on this. They could have a, break it off and do something. I mean,
it does feel like we are committing an inordinate amount of time to this effort to repair the chain system. It's possible it's just beyond repair.
You're right.
But we're gonna try to get it done. See Peyton Soul over here on the sideline. He's doing some pitches and catches with Riley Lehman, one of the backup QBs on Oregon. Oregon with 4 players listed at QB, Ethan Pagels and Peyton Soul, who we've seen a lot today, but also Riley Lehman and Landon Gladden. Of those, Pagels and Gladden are juniors, and Lehman and Soul are seniors.
All right, we're finally set here, ready to punt for Sun Prairie.
All righty, we're happy with the condition of the chains, and we're ready to go. Mellum at his own 15-yard line.
Look at the linesman.
High snap, but Mellum guts it down. A high, but short
Fire.
punt. And nicely caught, even though he was darn near being interfered with by Tristan Fry. Great reception by Hanneman, and the Panthers will have 1st and 10 from their own 47. Outstanding field position.
I wish I could see which one of the linesmen is holding that. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, you can just see from here it is badly bent.
Bent to the left.
Well, the linesmen doing their best, and we do appreciate their efforts. 4:27 to go. Panthers 1st and 10, up 27-16 on the visiting Sun Prairie East Cardinals.
Good field position here to start things in this set of downs.
Peyton Soul takes the shotgun snap. He falls on it as he loses control.
I spoke too soon.
Not a horrible snap. It came to him, but it was wobbling. It wasn't a nice spiral. He wasn't able to field it cleanly. He's back to the Oregon 43, and so that'll be a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and 14. Second and long for the Panthers with an even 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Soul so far tonight is 4 of 9 for 73 yards through the air. Takes the snap, looks to pass. He throws a long ball towards Devin Rice, who never really saw it. Well out of his reach and incomplete. Rice, I think Soul was expecting him to break back towards the hash mark on kind of an out and go. Rice kept going towards the boundary, and it brings up 3rd down and 14 very quickly. Rice 2 catches on 4 targets for 68 yards tonight, a 29-yard and a 38-yard catch. Both of them were critical to Panther scoring drives. Same formation for Oregon, 3rd and 14. Give us to Gates. Finds a way on the outside. Tackled from behind, though. They grabbed his ankle just as he was picking up speed. Only 3 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 11. And Panthers will send the punting team out. And out to kick will be Sebastian, after Paxton Kringle had that bad snap that led to the safety. So 3 and out for Oregon. Great job by the Sun Prairie defense.
You don't want to attempt Sebastian's last name, huh?
I tried it in the week 1, and I didn't get it. I should have asked one of the coaches today. But here he is, delivers a nice hard kick. Jacoby Moore receives it at his 21. Being chased to the corner, he's going to try and get that edge across the 35 and out of bounds. A nice run back by Jacoby Moore all the way to the Sun Prairie 39-yard line. And that's where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10. Sun Prairie comes out, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Single tailback Kaufman for the quarterback Max Raymer in the shotgun. Now they send Jacoby Moore in motion to the near side of the field. Give is to Kaufman, running on that near side. He's across the 40, slips down to about the 42. A gain of 3 for Kaufman.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get much more than that either. The pride of the Panthers in on that tackle.
Oregon sniffed that one out. It's a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. From the Sun Prairie 42-yard line. Panthers sticking in their base defense. A 4-3 defense with a single high safety to confront this spread shotgun of Sun Prairie. Meyer looking to pass immediately to his left. Throws complete to Kaufman, evades 1 tackle near midfield, and he is lifted up and thrown down by Ashton Ghostly, but not before he gets into Oregon territory, reaching all the way to the Oregon 49-yard line, a 12-yard gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, nice form tackle by Ghostly, but unfortunately they pick up the 1st down as well inside Oregon territory.
Raymer up over 100 yards passing with that completion, 109 yards on the night. Brady Kaufman makes it 5 catches for 19 yards. Raymer now under pressure, completes the pass to Kaufman again. He's hit hard, takes a hip check, but not before he gets 4 yards down to the Panther 45.
And on the tackle, number 71, along with number, I believe, 41 Catch that other number. 48 for Oregon.
Sun Prairie working a little more quickly than they have in the past now. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Raymer in the shotgun again. Panthers still in that same base defense. Raymer, snap, holds onto the ball. A nice read option play, and here's Raymer still running. 25, 15, 10, still on his feet. Touchdown, 45-yard touchdown run for Max Raymer. But there is a flag on the play up near the 29-yard line and the 34-yard line, and one on the far sideline as well. There may be multiple penalties on this play. So let's see what happens. Right now, a 45-yard touchdown run, and man, you cannot do a read option much better than that. Credit to Max Raymer. That looked like Dak Prescott doing the read option, something he's had a lot of success with in Dallas. But Raymer may not be able to enjoy the fruits of his labor on this play once we get the signal.
I tell you what, if they would have handed, the ball would have been in that running back's hands, he went down hard.
Oh boy, did he take a shot! You got to give credit to the Oregon player for the hit, if nothing else. But a tremendous. I mean, Raymer had that ball in the breadbasket for Kaufman, pulled it away at the absolute last second. Kaufman absolutely railroaded by Oregon, but Raymer takes it all the way to the house. However, there is
this looks
multiple
like
penalty calls coming.
Yeah, this looks like the area where you have a block in the back.
I'm wondering a block in the back, and I'm wondering if there's not maybe a penalty on Oregon. We might have offsetting penalties here. So let's get the signal from our referee. Minute 17 to go in this third quarter.
They're going to Oregon to ask.
Yep, so it's possible they're all against Sun Prairie. Okay, so one of what I thought was a flag appears to have been a trainer's lanyard. So there may only be one penalty on this play. Personal foul against Oregon, but we're not done signaling. Oh, the touchdown is good. And so I imagine the personal foul will be enforced on the kickoff.
Personal foul.
Not clear what the personal foul was. I sure didn't see anything. But I was obviously looking at Max Raymer. Boy, we're seeing a replay of the hit here delivered against the running back for Sun Prairie. It was Sebastian that delivered that hit. But now we see Raymer running it in. And Sun Prairie on the 45-yard touchdown run from Max Raymer is going to have the opportunity to kick the extra point. So it's 27-22, and they're going to go for two. Raymer looking to throw, quarter route. Jacoby Moore is there, but it's out of his reach.
Just a bit too high.
Nice try by Max Raymer, but not able to get it. So the two-point conversion no good. It's 27-22.
27, the Sun Prairie East Cardinals 22.
So the enforcement of that personal foul penalty, I would think, would be on this kickoff, which means that they might be able to get a touchback here, depending on what Brady Mellum can do. Don't see that so much in the high school game, but it may be an option here.
And Bigger Nose on the field. They've got new lines markers and down markers.
Excellent.
Out of storage.
Went over to the gym and picked up some of the old ones. So, again, big thanks to all the volunteers who make these games go. Football in particular, there's an awful lot of people that need to be here on game day to bring these games off without a hitch, and we appreciate all of their efforts. Minute 17 to go. Panthers are going to get the ball back. It looks like Sun Prairie is going to kick off from the Oregon 45-yard line.
Personal foul, 15 yards.
Well, that is an advantage. We'll see if they can get it all the way to the end zone. Panthers, Peter Noka and Devin Rice standing back inside their own 5. And an opportunity here for Sun Prairie. The touchback rule in high school, if I'm not mistaken, is still the 20 rather than the 25. So it's a bigger advantage than in the pro game. And Mellum is going to take a big run at this ball and try and boot it all the way out of the back of the end zone. He's on the run, and here's the kick. He gives it everything he's got, and it is plenty. Nearly a good field goal on that kick. Brady Mellum just smacks that ball.
Mellum's kick is.
And so the Panthers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So Oregon gives up a touchdown on a 45-yard run, but they retain a 5-point lead with 1:17 to go in this third quarter. Panthers with 2 timeouts, Sun Prairie with all 3.
Now look for Oregon here to have some ball control. We need to come up here and be a little bit more consistent. Use that clock like we were doing at the first of the second half.
Peyton Soul in the shotgun. Gates the tailback, 2 wide receivers to the left. Looking to pass to Peter Noka out of the wingback position. Nice completion. Incomplete. I spoke too soon. He had the ball, but it was stripped away by the DB. I believe that was number 45, Jackson Waitkiss. And the incomplete pass results in 2nd and 10. Let's look at this replay here. Not a bad throw, and able to get his hands on it, but not settle it down, and it was Meese that broke up that pass. Minute 11 to play now as 2nd and 10 faces the Panthers from their own 20-yard line. Come out in the same formation. Sun Prairie likes that edge rusher, 4 down linemen and an extra on the far side. Man in motion. Give the ball to him. It's Peter Noka. Noka coming through traffic up to the 25 and down to about the 26-yard line. Peter Noka picks up 6. And boy, they've had some success with that play tonight. I like to see him breaking it out in outside of the goal line situations.
Yeah, big shout out to number 61, Deacon Johnson, with that push ahead of Peter Noka.
Noka with some great patience, Johnson with a great block, and together they combined for 6 yards. 3rd and manageable for Oregon. 4 yards to go here from their own 26-yard line as the clock ticks down below 35 seconds. Tighter formation for the Panthers here, similar from Sun Prairie. Again, no high safeties for Sun Prairie, and the Panthers have been going long. Instead, it's Gates up the middle, spins out of a tackle, but can't get any further. Falls forward to the 28-yard line, and that'll make it 4th down and 2.
Gates is brought down by Bigley.
Gates with 20 carries for 80 yards on the day. His long was 62 yards. And the Panthers are going to send Sebastian and the punting team out to kick this one away.
Yeah, no hesitation this time, this far back in their own.
And I think they're going to run it down. We've got just 2 seconds left on the clock. And there is the end of the third quarter. So when we come back for the fourth, the Panthers will punt it away. 12 minutes of football left. Oregon with a 4th down and 2, leading 27-22.
Cardinals 22.
OCA Media is your local source for information and entertainment. Hundreds of programs are produced each year by OCA Media. We are your community access television station based right here in Oregon. Award-winning productions like this are made possible with support from our local businesses, sponsors, and viewers like you. More information is available at ocamedia.com.
So scoring summary for the third quarter, Panthers scored on a touchdown rush, 2 yards out by Peter Noka with 7:51 to go in the third. That extra point was good, made it 20-16 Oregon. Then with 5:24 to go, a bad snap on an attempted punt by Sun Prairie was recovered by number 41, Colin Waite, in the end zone for another touchdown. Extra point also good, 27-16. But with just 1:17 to go in that third quarter, a 45-yard touchdown rush from Max Raymer, the quarterback for Sun Prairie, brought them back within 5. They attempted a 2-point conversion, but the pass to Jacoby Moore was incomplete, and so it remains 27-22. Sebastian on to punt with a good snap here on 4th and 2. High kick, got a little bit of distance. Fair catch signaled and made at the 39-yard line of Sun Prairie. They'll give him the 40 as he kind of fell forward there. And so Sun Prairie will have a nice bit of field position to start things off. 1st and 10 from their own 40.
And Oregon's defense got to step up here now. We can't get complacent. Play what they've been doing all night here.
Just a 5-point game here in Oregon as we get the Badger Large Conference season started. Both of these teams 0-2 after their non-conference seasons, both itching to get a win to start things off. Raymer in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, single tailback to his right. 4 down linemen for Oregon. Give to the tailback, running up the middle, across the 45, across midfield, and down hard to the Oregon 47-yard line. Brady Kaufman carrying that ball. It's a 14-yard pickup and a 1st down into Oregon territory.
Yeah, he was in 3rd gear by the time he got there. 1st down for Sun Prairie.
Kaufman with a lot of power as he runs. He utilizes it there. He's the tailback up a little ahead of Raymer in the shotgun. Only 2 receivers. Raymer looking to run this ball. Great block from Coffin. Springs him loose. 35 to the boundary. Drives forward as he puts his shoulder in. All the way down to the Oregon 32-yard line. Another 14-yard gain and another first down for the Cardinals.
Carson Hanneman, number 5 for the Panthers with that knock out of bounds.
Great lead block from Brady Kaufman there. That was a designed QB run all the way. And Kaufman springs his quarterback loose for a big gain. Sun Prairie again moving quickly as they did on their previous drive. Kaufman, the shotgun snap, takes the handoff across the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. A 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4 for Sun Prairie.
Off
11:09 and counting in this 4th and final quarter. Panthers hanging on to that 5-point lead, up 27-22. A blocked extra point in the first quarter is the reason they don't have 28 on the board.
Haven't put a lot of pressure on the quarterback here in this second half there, Zach.
They have not, and now we have stacked receivers to the right as a man goes in motion. Raymer in the shotgun. Give us to Kaufman. Kaufman to the outside, tripped up by a shooting Ashton Ghostly. They'll give him back to the original line, but no gain. What a play by Ghostly.
Ashton Ghostly in the backfield. In the words of the incomparable Dan Dean, in there like a biting sow.
And that's going to be an official's timeout for an injured player. Oregon has a player down, so we'll check on that and we'll get the official's timeout. Ashton Ghostly, we talk about him every week, and we should. He is an anchor on this defense. His individual playmaking ability is great, and something tells me if you had a camera in that locker room, you'd see an awful lot of leadership as well.
Yeah, I just like his sassiness out there on that field, and he is definitely a team leader. Looks like cramp again here, Zach.
Yeah, you and I have been talking about the humidity. It's a nice night. It's cool from a temperature standpoint, but it's a little sticky, a little humid today, and that can certainly lead to cramps. Panthers defense trying to stiffen here, facing a 3rd down, 3 to go from Sun Prairie. As we still tend to our injured player, he's able to get up there and trying to walk it off. That's number 41, Colin Waite, who had an interception in the second quarter. He had the fumble recovery on the bad snap for a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Huge contributions tonight, and he gets off with a slight limp as he tries to head back to the sideline, picking up a little speed here, and hopefully that was just a cramp. Training staff doing a nice job helping to keep these players healthy tonight. And so we'll get back to the action. 3rd down and 3 for Sun Prairie from the Oregon 26-yard line. 2 receivers right, single tailback. Raymer takes the shotgun snap and gives to Kaufman. No, Raymer hangs onto that ball. He's across the 20, and before he's yanked down at the 16-yard line, a 10-yard gain. And again, Raymer doing tremendous work with that read option play. He's now got 7 carries for 102 yards and another Sun Prairie first down.
And guess who was the tackle?
Ashton Ghostly as ever. He comes over and finishes the hit, but not before they get a first down at the Oregon 16-yard line. The 2 receivers to the left this time, but Kaufman gets the handoff on the right. Working his way down near the 10-yard line. That's where they'll spot him. It's a 6-yard gain on first down, 2nd and 4. Kaufman, 13 carries, only 50 yards, but he's been grinding clock. He's been grinding yards. They've been happy to have him, and when your quarterback has 102 yards on the ground, you don't mind a 50-yard running back. 9:49 and counting in the 4th and final quarter. Panthers up 27-22, but Sun Prairie knocking on the door here. 2nd and 4 from the 10-yard line of Oregon. Give to Kaufman up the middle. He's got a bit of a seam. Bowls his way ahead to the 5-yard line and down to the 4-yard line. That'll be first down for Sun Prairie. First down and goal. They'll spot the ball at the 4. Another 6-yard pickup for Sun Prairie. You see here Kaufman running. North-south runner really gets some work done. First down and goal to go. Raymer in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the left. Give to Kaufman up the middle. And Kaufman gets maybe 2 down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Tackle by Ghostly.
Ghostly all over the field, in the run, in the pass. Tremendous defender. 2nd and goal for Sun Prairie. Panthers had to go to 4 downs to get their goal to go touchdown. Want to hold Sun Prairie to more than that. Kaufman running towards the end zone, diving to the goal line. No signal yet, and now a touchdown. From 3 yards out, Brady Kaufman strikes. It's a Cardinal touchdown. They're up 28-27, and they've got a conversion attempt coming. And one suspects that they'll go for 2 here, but we'll see what they actually want to do. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, you would think in this situation they would go for 2.
They went for 2 on their last one, and they are going to go for 2 here. 1 receiver split out way to the right. Now 2 more join him, and a single receiver left. Kaufman, the lone tailback, with Raymer in the shotgun. He takes the snap, immediately looks left to throw. Throws it, incomplete.
Knocked down there.
Yep, reaching a hand in there was Cody Brecky, number 48, the sophomore linebacker. Does a great job to break that one up.
Yeah, and I think Brecky in there because of number 41 with the cramping. So I don't think he normally plays that position. He was in because of 41 on the bench right now.
Well, great job to the sophomore linebacker, Brecky. The Panthers unfortunately surrender the lead. Sun Prairie up now by a single point, 28-27, with 8:44 to go. But breaking up that 2-point conversion could end up being huge in this game. We talked about the missed extra point for the Panthers. That is the difference right now, the blocked extra point, I should say. But Oregon with a real opportunity now.
Well, let's go back to the running game again and pound it down the field. Get 7 more at the end of the game.
Panthers so far running the ball have spread it out a lot. Peter Noka, 5 carries, 31 yards. Devin Rice, 4 for 6. Ethan Pagels, 4 for 4. Peyton Soul had a snap he had to drop on for the loss 4. Christian Gates, by far the most, 20 carries for 80 yards. And Braden Evans has a single carry for 9 yards. A lot going on the ground. The Panthers only with 73 yards through the air, only 3 passes so far in the second half. All 3 of them falling incomplete. So Mellum will deliver this kick, taken from the 40-yard line as there was no personal foul penalty, as in the previous kick to Oregon. Noka and Rice back deep to receive, standing near their own 6-yard line. Mellum on the run, and the kick. High end-over-end affair. Rice receives it at the 14. Rice to the 20, ducks under a tackle, across the 25, shoots forward to the 30-yard line.
You can't see me.
Bobbing and weaving. Tremendous movement by Devin Rice to get all the way out to the 30. What a return.
Yeah, nice job there by Devin Rice. He's a gamer.
Playing hard tonight, Rice. 2 catches for 68
Quick
yards.
Service announcement, fans. We have a missing Chevrolet traditional shaped car key. If you happen to locate that tonight, please bring that up to the press box and we'll get it reunited with its owner.
Somebody lost their Chevrolet car key, which is one of the most frustrating things if you've ever misplaced your car keys when you're out somewhere. But the Panthers can't think about that. They've got a 1-point deficit to erase with 8:37 to play in the final quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Soul drops back to pass, completes to Noka at the 32. Evades a tackle across the 40, 45, and dragged out of bounds in front of the Panthers bench. They'll mark him all the way up to the 49-yard line. 19 yards for Peter Noka on the pass from Peyton Soul. Look
Under
at this
control,
ball.
run the ball, a little bit of a pass. Noka able to get free, as you see there, able to pick up the first down. Nice play by Oregon.
Great pitch and catch. I like the design of that play. Gets the ball out of Peyton Soul's hands quickly. Peter Noka just sits down on the spot, makes a great catch, and then does tremendous work after the catch. Same formation for the Panthers. Sun Prairie in man coverage. The give is to Gates. trying to push his way up to midfield. He may have gotten that far, but surely no further. A 1-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, they're going to give him 1 yard on that play.
Gates with a short gain. Midfield.
2nd and 9 for Oregon. They'll stick in the same formation. 8:09 and counting to play. Sun Prairie up by just a single point, 28-27 in this 4th and final quarter. Gates the tailback. Soul takes the snap and looks to pass. Now he's going to run on the delayed draw. What a tackle from behind. That was number 52, Hudson Turek. Oh man, Soul is still running if Turek doesn't make that tackle, but he does, and it's just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I love the play. He just a step away from breaking that wide open.
They really had Sun Prairie sucked in, a nice delayed draw concept, but give a huge amount of credit to Turek, who was able to get off his block and make the tackle. 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers inside Sun Prairie territory, just barely on the 49-yard line of the Cardinals. 2 receivers left, wing back right. Now that wing back Noka goes in motion and he gets the handoff on the jet sweep. He's got 1 man to beat at the corner, stays on his feet, 1st down.
Wow.
Peter Noka puts it, as you said earlier, into 3rd gear, just a burst of speed. He's across the 40 to the 38-yard line of Sun Prairie, an 11-yard gain and a 1st down.
When we're in trouble, put our faith in Peter Noka. Now he's cramping up too. I saw them during the kickoff. He started to cramp up, and that's what's happening with him now. Got to get the fluids in him.
Noka comes out. Braden Evans comes in. Evans has 1 carry for 9 yards so far in this game. He'll assume that wing back position. 2 receivers tight to the left side of the formation. Gates the tailback with Soul the quarterback in the shotgun. Big rush coming. Give to Gates. Tries to bounce left. Not able to really find anything, and they're going to give him a loss of 1 back to the 41-yard line.
Gates brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Savard. 2nd down.
Sun Prairie has done a nice job getting penetration on these running plays, and we talked about they only had 3 tackles for loss in the first 2 games of the season. They've surely had at least a half dozen in this game. Panthers stay in that same formation. Big Braden Evans now out to the outside as a wideout on the right. Soul takes the shotgun snap, wants to pass, looking left, throwing that ball deep. He's got a man open, and it is out of his reach. Devin Rice, the intended target, but that pass was well past him and incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Heck of an arm there for Peyton Soul.
He really threw that one hard, but Rice, who did get a step on his defender, had no shot at it. Substantially overthrown, and it brings up a 3rd down and 11. 6:31 to go in this game. Clock stops on the incomplete. Panthers with 2 timeouts, Sun Prairie with 3 timeouts, and the Cardinals up 28-27. The blocked extra point looming large the Panthers had in that first half. Snap to Soul, drops back to pass. Throw over the middle, complete to the tight end, but immediately tackled at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it'll bring up 4th down and 5. Making that catch was number 80, number 81, Fisher. That's his 2nd catch of the game. He's got 13 yards so far on the day, and that's 100 yards for Peyton Soul through the air.
Peter Noka back into the ball game, and then the last play and this play as well. 4th down. Love to see him pick it up.
Panthers want to go for it. Line to gains at the 30. 4th down for Oregon. The fans getting loud. You can hear them here in Oregon. Soul wants a quick throw to Noka. Nothing there. Pulls it down. Rolling, looking to throw. Has to come back. Back towards Noka. In and out of the hands. And incomplete. What a job by Peyton Soul to evade traffic, get a ball into Peter Noka, but the defender is all over him. I believe that was Van Vogler providing outstanding coverage, and they turn over that one on downs.
Devin Rice on the far side. He was open, but of course that was all the way across the field. No time for that.
No, throwing back across your body on a scramble drill, always living dangerously. So the Panthers unfortunately turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 Sun Prairie from their own 36-yard line. Only 5 minutes and 46 seconds left in this game.
Plenty of time, Zach. two timeouts as well here for Oregon.
Yep, Sun Prairie clinging to that 1-point lead, up 28-27. Max Raymer in the shotgun, 2 receivers left. Takes the snap. Kind of a bad snap. He juggles it and elects to run it himself, but he picks up substantial yardage across the 40 to the 43. That's going to be a gain of 7, and it'll bring up 2nd and 3.
You have to admit it, that's a nice fake that they run. Sun Prairie.
They do, and I don't even think this one was necessarily a fake. I think he just bobbled the snap and elected to keep it himself, but it has the same effect, and he's able to gain 7. 2nd and 3 for Sun Prairie from their own 43-yard line. Same formation. 4 down linemen for the Panthers and a high safety. Raymer takes the snap, gives to Kaufman. Kaufman running over the right. Plenty of space into the secondary, across midfield, across the 45, and down to the 46-yard line. Down to the 44-yard line, excuse me. 13 yards for Brady Kaufman on that play. 1st and 10, Sun Prairie into Oregon territory. Kaufman, 17 carries, 74 yards, 1 lost fumble, and 1 touchdown today on the ground.
Yeah, you got to dig your toe in here. Oregon defense got to step up.
Split the wideouts even further wide to the near side. Raymer in the shotgun. Panthers showing blitz. They do bring 2 extra attackers. Kaufman picking his way through the middle of that formation. Gets only 2 down to the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Kaufman for a short 3-yard gain.
Brady Painter along with Braden Pohl in on that tackle for the Panthers. 2nd and 8.
Clock continues to run. 4:20 and counting here at Oregon. It's the opening day of the Badger Large Conference season. Both of these teams 0-2. Sun Prairie clinging to the 1-point lead, up 28-27. A blocked extra point for Oregon in the first quarter, the difference. Raymer in the shotgun. Kaufman, the tailback to the right. Raymer on the design keeper around the corner. A defender slips down, and Raymer's back into the open field, shoulders a man to the ground, and is ushered out of bounds near the 20-yard line. My goodness, he put the shoulder in and knocked Nolan Erfurth right to the dirt. And Erfurth looks worse for the wear. He's on the ground. That was a hard hit delivered by Max Raymer on that run. As it is, it appears to be a gain of about 23 to the Panther 20, but Erfurth injured on the play.
Yeah, Raymer had all the inertia going his way, and he just knocked him down.
We sure hope Nolan Erfurth's okay. That's clearly not just a cramp. And the Panthers will have to face a Sun Prairie team with a 1st and 10 from the Panther 21-yard line when we come back from the injury timeout. 3:53 to go in this game. Panthers with only 2 timeouts. Sun Prairie with all 3 of theirs, and Sun Prairie with the scoring advantage, up 28-27. Erfurth sitting up. A very good sign, obviously. And he's able to stand up on his own power and gets a nice hand from these Panther fans and the Sun Prairie fans as well. Helmet off, and he is favoring one side as he walks off. That feels like that may be the end of his night, which means they may have to find another place kicker. And I have to admit, I don't know if they have a backup place kicker or not. Surely they have someone, but the question is probably what that someone can do.
Probably the punter.
As Erfurth comes off, I have to admit, does look a little wobbly. You sure hope it's not a concussion, but that may be what happened. That was a big hit delivered by Raymer as he kept on running down the field.
Well, 3:53 left to play. Oregon trails by 1. 1st and 10 for Sun Prairie.
And we have someone practicing with their leg down here. That is number 88, Ashton Wolf. Senior wide receiver is how he's listed on my roster. So it's possible that Mr. Wolf is the backup kicker. But at any rate, 1st and 10 for Sun Prairie from the Panther 21. 2 receivers stacked up to the right. Raymer in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives to Kaufman up the middle. Kaufman hit immediately, spins through the tackle, but can't get free. He's down to the 18-yard line, a gain of 3 and a 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Yeah, Painter along with Tavares Funderburg in on that tackle.
You wonder if the Panthers get a decent stop here on 2nd down if they don't call their first timeout, because the clock is running down deep now, 3:28 and counting, and Sun Prairie obviously milking it for every second that they can. Again, the stacked receivers on the far side of the formation. Raymer in the shotgun with Kaufman to his left, up slightly. Panthers check out into zone coverage. Raymer's running it across the left side. He is hit and dropped across the 15 to the 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, and it will bring up 3rd down and 3. Boy, a big hit delivered there by the
Brady
Panthers.
Field, senior linebacker, 6'2", 175.
Let's see this replay here as Field gets off a block and, man, nearly takes the helmet off of Max Raymer there. Raymer, though, able to pop right back up and get into things. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. The Panthers waiting on those timeouts, 2:40 and counting on the clock. Huge 3rd down in this game. Sun Prairie up 28-27, which is 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. 2 receivers right. Tailback is Kaufman. He gets the handoff. He finds his way to the 10, to the 5, and falls forward to the 3-yard line. A 10-yard gain on 3rd down. 1st and goal, Sun Prairie.
Kaufman up the middle for a 10-yard gain and a
After he got by the initial hit, he just fell forward for another 5 yards.
Very nice run by Kaufman. And it'll be 1st down and goal to go for Sun Prairie from the Oregon 4-yard line is where they're going to mark it. Clock winding. Sun Prairie checking for the signals. They may have to call timeout here shortly. We're inside of 2 minutes to go. They stick in the same formation. They're over on the far hash mark. The receiver's way out to the right. And we get a flag for a delay of game. And so they were being warned. There is no visible play clock. Oh, no, they call him for a false start. Okay. So false start. That will stop the clock, and it's a 5-yard penalty.
The back judge was signaling that he was counting the last 5 seconds.
And I suppose illegal procedure, delay of game, is potentially what that signal indicated. Either way, it makes it 1st down and goal from the 9, and it does stop the clock with 1:46 to go. Panthers will have to use their timeouts here eventually. Max Raymer to take the snap in the shotgun formation. Give is to Kaufman. Running across the middle. He's to the 5, he's to the 4, but no further. A 5-yard gain on 1st down.
Now
2nd and goal for the 4.
Take their first time out here, Zach.
They will. They stop the clock with 1:39 to go.
That will bring up a 2nd down. Oregon uses
Panthers
their 2nd timeout of the half.
In desperate need of a stop, and then they are going to have to do an awful lot of work on the other end. 1 timeout left for Oregon, all 3 for Sun Prairie, and the Cardinals have the 28-27 advantage. Oregon had one of their extra points blocked in the 1st quarter. We talked about it at the time, and right now that is the difference. Continuing to warm up as a kicker is Ashton Wolf, which makes me think that Nolan Erfer's night is done. Kind of a bit of a hush over the crowd here. A very exciting 3rd period gives way to a more difficult 4th quarter, but Oregon not out of this game just yet. The "I believe that we will win" chant echoes out from the student section, trying to get everyone into it. Sun Prairie comes from the Oregon timeout, ready for their 2nd down and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Same formation. Raymer in the shotgun takes the snap, bumps into Kaufman, keeps it himself, tries to bowl forward, does get a little bit, maybe 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go, or 3rd down and goal to go from the 2, I should say.
And that'll do it for the other timeout from Oregon.
Indeed, Panthers use their 3rd and final timeout. 1:34 showing on the clock.
The 3rd and goal, Panthers use their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So, assuming they do not score, Sun Prairie will be able to wind the clock down to something around 54 seconds, depending on how long this play takes, maybe 50 seconds before they run their 4th down play. If the Panthers can stop them on both of these, they'll have a mountain to climb, but it is a climbable mountain.
Stranger things have happened, but yeah, tough way to lose.
I see a gentleman down in the front row here with the iPad on watching the Kansas City Chiefs game, doubling up on football. But the game we're interested here is right in front of us on your screen. Sun Prairie with a 3rd down and goal to go from the Panthers' 2-yard line. They're up 28-27 in this Badger Large Conference opener. Max Raymer, the QB, gets his men set up. 2 receivers right. Single tailback is Kaufman. Panthers, man coverage across. Raymer takes the snap and gives to Kaufman. Kaufman's got a hole. Kaufman's got a touchdown. Takes just 4 seconds off the clock. He picks up the score. It's 34-27 pending the conversion attempt.
For a Cardinal touchdown.
Big hole opened up in the middle of the field there. Kaufman able to walk in essentially untouched.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say whether this is good or bad for the Panthers, frankly. It rules out a field goal or anything like that, but the Panthers haven't had much of a field goal game anyway.
They need to come up with this block right here. If they could block this punt or this PAT, there's still hope.
And they will attempt the extra point. Currently 34-27, trying to make it an 8-point game. And on to deliver this kick is Brady Mellum. Raymer to hold. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. Boy, he has got a big leg there. And he makes it 35-27 with 1:30 to go.
Well, no hill for climbers. No hill for climbers. 1:30 left to play. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion ties things up.
And that's what the Panthers need here. They're down 8 with 1:30 to go, 90 seconds available to them, and unfortunately no timeouts. They use them wisely to preserve a little time on the clock, but Sun Prairie is able to punch that one in for the score. Great to see you all in listening land. Zach Seeloff and Kean McCauley with you, and a very exciting day here in Oregon. The Panthers have an opportunity, 90 seconds to go, and we know they can get down the field in a hurry. We've seen big catches so far today from Devin Rice, 1 for 29 yards, 1 for 39 yards. Peter Noka has an 8-yard touchdown catch and a 19-yard reception. Peyton Soul with 100 yards passing on the day. We've also seen Christian Gates with a 62-yard carry. Peter Noka with 2 touchdown rushes today. The Panthers have weapons, they have choices, but they have a lot of work to do, and Brady Mellum is going to do his best to kick the snot out of this ball and pin them back deep.
I'm going to see, is that Peter back into the game here to receive with his cramps?
It is. Peter Noka looks no worse for the wear. Devin Rice, far side of the field. They're both at the Oregon 6. Mellum ready, and here's the kick. And it's a high, and it's a deep kick. It's going to be received at about the 3-yard line by Peter Noka. Noka running across the 15, now tries to go the other way, and he is ripped to the ground. Getting in and delivering that tackle was, I believe, number 45. It is Jackson Waitkiss delivering the hit. And that'll stop the clock with 1:26 to go. Panthers
player down.
Have an injury timeout again, and this does look like cramps as they're immediately getting some leg stretches on. But the Panthers will have 85 yards to go, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. No timeouts, 1:26 to play. Sun Prairie with all 3 of their timeouts and an 8-point lead, 35-27.
And this early in the season, you wonder if they practice the gadget plays, the hook and ladder, and all this, the gimmick plays. You just wonder, you know.
You wonder where they're at there, and and Peter Noka, very ginger on that ankle, but after a few steps, it looks like it softened up on him.
Yeah, I think it's cramps.
Yep, you hate to lose Noka. It looked at first like he might have turned an ankle, but thankfully that is not the case as he walks off. So he'll miss one play. We'll see if he's able to come back in. The Panthers will have to go deep early to try and knock out these 85 yards in just 86 seconds. Peyton Soul in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Gates, the lone tailback. Single high safety look from Sun Prairie, which we haven't seen before. Quick throw to the outside. Caught at the 20-yard line and taken out of bounds. Great work that time by number 23, Braden Evans. That's his first catch of the night. I want to say it's 8 yards to the 23. We'll call it 9 yards to the 24, and he got out of bounds.
Yeah, great job there. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, make a more manageable 2nd down.
Braden Evans, a junior, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Great play there. 2nd and 1 for Oregon. Soul looking to throw. Rolls out. We've got a flag on the play, possible hold. Pass is intercepted by Sun Prairie. And if that is a holding call, then that will be the end of the game. We'll check the flags. We did have 2 flags, one from the referee, one from the back judge. And so it's possible that if these are offsetting, but they're looking at Sun Prairie like they're not, I think this is going to be holding exclusively against Oregon. And if so, that is how this one will end. Holding against Oregon. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is an interception. So unfortunately, the Panthers, a valiant effort against the Sun Prairie East Cardinals, but an interception ends the game. Sun Prairie will have to kneel down a couple of times, but that is how this one will close out.
Well, it's unfortunate that the game ends like that, but, you know, they were in the game the entire time, and you like to see that.
Absolutely. Great show of sportsmanship, too, from all the linemen, giving some fist bumps there. A well-played game from both teams. Sun Prairie is going to come out the better of it. They'll need to kneel down twice here to close things out. And unfortunately, Oregon will drop to 0-3 on the season and start off their conference play 0-1. Not sure what the confusion is, why we haven't gotten this one whistled in and ready to go. And now we're set. So an unusual victory formation that Raymer's going to take in the shotgun. And he'll kneel it down. And we'll get one more kneel down inside of 40, and that'll be the end of this game. So, Kian, a great game from 2 really fun teams to watch. We saw offense, defense, special teams. Everything was involved. In the end, the Cardinals, they'll come away with the victory 35-27.
Yeah, and it's like I say, every game that you play, you should come out with something positive, something that you've learned. And Oregon's learned a lot tonight. They have a lot of confidence. They've got some swagger. They scored first against Sun Prairie. It's usually the big teams that used to be the big teams would come into the year and just run havoc on them. And Oregon says, no, this is our house. We're going to play tough football. Coach Kissling and all his staff, hats off to him. And, yeah, they're coming. It'll be there.
Well, as the final seconds melt away, we'll go over some stats for Peyton Soul. 17 passing attempts. He had 6 completions for 109 yards with 1 interception. Ethan Pagels, 2 pass attempts, 1 completion for 8 yards and a touchdown. Peter Noka had 2 catches for 27 yards and a touchdown. Devin Rice, 2 catches for 68 yards. Brady Evans and Chase Fisher, 9 yards and 13 yards respectively. On the ground, Peter Noka, 6 carries, 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian Gates, 22 carries for 80 yards and a smattering of carries from the other players. For Sun Prairie, Max Raymer, 19 pass attempts, 113 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Tristan Fry had that lone touchdown catch, a 26-yard reception. He had 6 catches for 79 yards. Brady Kaufman also 6 catches for 23 yards. But Kaufman on the ground gave up a fumble, but got 2 touchdowns, 96 yards on 22 carries. And then Max Raymer, 139 yards on 11 carries, doing the bulk of damage for them on the ground. So, Kian, before we get going, 1 star from each team. Who do you like tonight?
Well, I like on defensive side of the ball for Oregon, Ashton Ghostly. We called his name quite a bit. And on offense, if you want to give me a name, I'd have to go with Peyton Soul, the heart of the Oregon offense. On the other side, no match for Max Raymer, number 2. The quarterback for Sun Prairie did a hell of a job tonight.
Yeah, you got to give a ton of credit to Max Raymer. Brady Kaufman for Sun Prairie was also excellent. After that initial fumble, hung with it, 2 touchdowns and 96 yards. And then for the Panthers, I thought Christian Gates had a lot to be happy with. He didn't get the yardage he wanted play after play, but I remember one play in particular that showed me who he was, a lead block for Peyton Soul on a design quarterback run, and it was a beautiful block that spun Soul for some good yardage. Great play from them.
And then we haven't even mentioned number 8 with the hat trick tonight, Peter Noka.
This is true. Peter Noka, 1 reception touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns.
You know, you talk about confidence coming out of one game with some confidence going forward. Peter Noka is going to have it, that's for sure.
Yep. Let's call out our crew today.
Yeah, so let's give another thank you to our crew tonight. The camera ops, Miles Tollenin, Colin Nettlesheim,
Ben Baker. On graphics and audio, Toby Peterson. And your director tonight, Josiah Wampler. And of course, our producer, Paul Zwicker. I'm Key McCauley along with Zach Seeloff, bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports.
Thanks so much for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time. Hopefully Dan will be back in the seats. Until then, I'm Zach Seeloff saying so long, take care of yourselves, and take care of somebody else. Good night, everybody.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with your local employee-owned Hy-Vee grocery store, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon Cares. And Torhorst Insurance, insuring Oregon and all of Wisconsin. We'd also like to thank Panther Exteriors, Wisco Industries, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play, and the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. Panther Sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors. Please join our fine family of supporters and help us continue to provide this service to our community. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com for more information. OCA Media, your home for Panther Sports.
Want to be a part of something great? The Oregon Athletic Booster Club needs your help.
It means providing student athletes with positive experiences to help them succeed on and off the court.
Make sure I have the right gear and equipment I need to succeed.
Your donation will create a lasting impact in our community.
With your donations, you will help me in achieving my goals.
We need your support. We are part of